Oh my God, we're late.
We're late.
This could be the most late we've ever been.
I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
It's like 9. What time? 15.
9:15.
About 15 minutes late. That's never really happened here, but
I'm proud to say it's not my fault.
yeah, it's not Haley's fault. Also, what's not Haley's fault is the cord. We fixed the cord, so there should be absolutely zero issues with Haley's mic tonight.
Yeah, so
that's good.
Y'all can hear me.
And we're bringing in a really cool guest tonight. Someone that's a first timer here on the channel. So that's pretty cool. It's always cool to get new blood on the channel, as it were. And but it's also cool to get those, returning guests. And hopefully Zach's going to become one of them. Found his channel actually through Luke Ponto. So shout out to Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks for having him on one of your streams. Because then I was like, holy, like this dude's awesome. Reached out to him and boom, here we are. Boom. So thanks everybody in the chat as well for being patient with us.
Not hating us, not unsubscribing.
I mean, maybe you did, but
maybe you did.
We don't know. Let's say hey to whoever's in here, and then we're going to bring in the man himself. We got Adrian. What's going on there? Fans of something. What's up, fans of something? Benicio. Go check out his episode. That was a really fun episode. After this one, of course. Don't go check it out right now. Tony's Movies and More. Hey, Ed, Haley, and Zach. How's it going tonight?
Oh, it's
good. It's going good. Mama Blu-ray's joining. What's going on? Hope you're having a great night. We are, now that you're here, Bonnie.
Yeah.
It's a hot cocoa night. It's so friggin' cold. It is. It's like 30-something degrees here in Savannah.
In Georgia.
I can't imagine what it's like where Zach is. I'm pretty sure we're going to confirm this, but Zach's in Canada, I believe.
Oh, dear God.
That's correct, right, Zach? You can just give me a thumbs up. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's in Canada. So
popsicles.
I can't imagine what it's like up there right now.
Yeah, our blood is thin down here, so chilly.
Yeah.
I have a blanket on.
Yep. Hello, Ed, Haley, and Zach. Everybody's spelling his name correctly. I'm so happy.
I'm more impressed that everybody's spelling my name correctly.
That too. What's going on, Judd? Boom. Hey, Ed, Haley, and Zach. It's freezing here in Mass, Bonnie. It's snowing a bit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it's not that cold down here.
Weather, man. Eddie's Films and Stuff. He was just on last night. Oh my God.
Check out that one.
Check out that one too. What's up, guys? Movie collector. Judd, hi, mom, dad, chat, and trolls to come. That's the comment of the night right there.
Hello, son.
Yes. What's going on, Laren? Everyone in the chats. Awesome. I love when everyone just says hey to everybody. All right, cool. So we're going to stop dilly-dallying. We're going to bring in the first-time guest here on the channel. You know him. Maybe you don't know him, but you're about to know him. His name, Zach MILNE. Boom.
Hello.
What's going on, dude?
Not much. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
So I don't know if you've caught any of our previous shows, but every time I've been promoting this episode, I've been going Zach Milne. I don't know exactly.
Milne.
It's Milne.
Milne is perfect. Yeah, that's the one.
Milne. All right, we figured it out. Okay, because I'm sure you get that though. Milne.
Milne. I get a lot of weird stuff. Yeah.
Yep. But dude, I found you through Luke. So again, shout out to Luke.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, I was just watching, watching one of the streams you were on, and I was like, dude, this guy has a really good, something that draws me to people is the voice. And you have a really good voice.
I have a really good voice. Oh, wow. Thank you. I've always been insecure about my voice growing up.
No,
so
it's
really cool.
It's a very relatable voice. I don't know, when you're talking about movies, and it's just like very calming, and you have a cool setup. And then I checked out your channel and I was like, oh, he's actually he knows what he's doing. And so I was like, it's perfect. We have to bring him on.
Wow. Thank you so much for all those kind words. I don't know if I know exactly what I'm doing, but I get by.
I mean, look, you even have a freaking logo behind you.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's so neat.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom for Christmas. Thanks, Mom.
How cute.
Look at that. Look at that
show.
I love it. Zach Milne talks live.
It was great.
And you got a podcast.
I do. Yep. I have a podcast. We do it every Wednesday. Well, I do the live show on Wednesday, and then it becomes the podcast the next day or so whenever I can get it uploaded. The Zach Milne Talks Movies podcast. It's pretty much on every podcast platform that you can find.
Heck yeah. Do you go through, do you host through Anchor?
I have Podbean.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Podbean kind of distributes it to Spotify and Samsung Podcast. And then I have the Apple Podcast Connect, which just puts it strictly on Apple Podcast.
Cool.
That's what I started with. It was like $25 for the whole year. And
Okay.
Podbean is monthly. So,
well, dude, because I also have, I have a podcast and we have a podcast. We haven't been too active with it, but the cool thing about Anchor, completely free.
really?
Yeah. When we're not like later on, when we're off here, I'll send you details about it. I've used Anchor for as long as it's been around, since like 2016 is when it came around. And there's no charge whatsoever to host unlimited episodes, unlimited everything.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. Yeah, I would appreciate that, because there's not too much good information about starting a podcast out there that I could find. It's tricky. It's uncharted waters almost.
Yeah, but that's cool, dude. So, I mean, look, you even got a microphone. So it just made sense.
Yep.
I was like, we got to get this guy on. So before we go any further, I'm going to highlight you here. But in case anybody is unfamiliar with you, since you are a first timer to this channel, just let everyone know who the heck you are. And obviously his channel is linked down below. So you can click that little @ and it'll take you right over to him. But just let everyone know who the heck you are.
Who the heck am I? Well, I'm Zach MILNE. I'm from Canada. I have a little YouTube channel called Zach MILNE Talks Movies, where I talk about movies. I do a lot of stuff movie related. I do movie reviews, trailer reactions. I have a live show that I try to do every Wednesday, but I'm not always consistent with it, called Zach MILNE Talks Live, where we kind of just go through movie news and what's happening in the world of movies, rumors that are going out. Pretty big on like blockbuster movies that are going on, and I do movie reactions and just fun stuff like that. I just love talking about movies and keeping the conversation going with everybody. So it's a fun channel for me to do, and people are having fun with it seems, which is like the best reward ever. So yeah, it's a fun little hobby that I picked up a couple of years ago.
Now, do you ever see it becoming more than a hobby, or do you always want it to always be a hobby?
I mean, I think the more I do it, the more I have the aspiration for it to become something bigger. But that also is a little bit freaky at the moment, to think about, because just containing it at the size that it is right now and working on it when I have the time, it's a lot of work. So, the thought of it being full time, I know that would just like the work would just heap on. So I'm just trying to have fun with it for now and try not to overthink it too much, but make it the best it can be so that it can get somewhere maybe one day.
Cool. Heck yeah, dude. Also, this was a very last minute background, because I realized when I got into the studio, I was like, oh crap, I don't have a background here.
I like the Matrix.
So, okay. That's where I was going. Do you like the Matrix?
Yeah, I do. The first one.
Yes, the first one. No, this is not from Resurrections, anybody. This is not Resurrections. Okay, cool. So that, plus today, honestly, I don't know if anyone else agrees, I had a weird day today. So I felt like I was in the Matrix a little bit. I don't know if Zach had the same thing going on, but just the fact that I was late made me feel like I was in a Matrix simulation. So I was like, it has to be the Matrix. It's the perfect background. Did you have a good day today, or did it feel a little off?
It was a good day. I mean, I'm just coming off of a cold. I've had a couple days.
That's right.
You can probably can't tell too much in my voice because it's the first time you're talking to me, but it's a little bit different. And my wife wasn't feeling too good today, so we just I kind of took care of her and hung out with her. We just watched movies and stuff. So it was a pretty chill day today.
What'd you watch?
We watched White House Down. She loves that movie. So
that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's the first one, right? And then it's Olympus Has Fallen. Or no,
So.
sorry.
I've never seen the sequels.
Wait, hold on. White House Down. And what was the other one that came out that year? Angel Has Fallen or Olympus Has Fallen?
Oh, I want to say it was Olympus.
Olympus. It was one of those years where similar movies, right?
Yeah, I can't fully remember though.
But White House Down is Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
That's right. Have you seen that?
No, I've never even heard of it.
You never heard of it? But it was like one of those years where like similar movies came out. So they both have like something to do with the White House being invaded. So
yeah, it's like Die Hard Light, pretty much.
It's Die Hard Light. Yeah. PG-13.
Yeah. While you were at work, I got out like 3/4 of the way through. I think I only have like a couple minutes left, maybe like half hour left. Dead Zone. David Cronenberg.
Christopher Walken?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because I was like, obviously you were at work. I was home alone, and I was like, man, I should probably watch a movie. And
You were home alone.
yeah,
You
I
said
was.
it.
Yeah, I was home alone. And I saw on HBO, because that's like my favorite streaming platform, that they're about to take it away. And I've been
The
like,
bastards.
well, yeah, they're taking a lot of stuff away, and they're taking Sweeney Todd off.
Yeah, but we got it in the
Yeah,
collection.
I know, but
so
still,
we're good.
it's the fact that it's like not everybody can experience it.
See, this is why physical media, man. Physical media.
But I saw
Oh,
Dead
yeah.
Zone, and I was like, man, I've been thinking about it for like a while. This is probably my sign.
Yeah.
But so I won't say anything about it until I finish it.
Do you have HBO Max up in Canada?
Kind of. We have a subscription called Crave, which comes with HBO Max in it. But how much?
Okay.
This is the crazy thing. Oh, well, it could be also like the currency and stuff. But how much do you guys pay for HBO Max in the States?
So here's
That's funny.
here's the funny thing. We're one of those people that bum the password from a friend.
Ah.
So we don't pay anything.
Okay.
But
I
in case
heard.
HBO Max is listening, we pay money every month for your subscription.
No, I heard. I think I heard that it was like going up to $15.99. So it's like $14.99 right now, I think.
Okay.
But here it's like $20.25 to
Oh,
get
wow.
the Crave with HBO Max in it.
Good God.
And the only thing good on that is HBO Max, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I've never heard of Crave.
Neither
So
have
that
I.
must strictly be Canadian.
Yeah,
Crave,
it's
like the
strictly
cereal?
Canadian, I think. Just like we don't have Hulu. We
I-
have
Hulu?
no, we have an extension on Disney Plus called Disney Plus Star,
Okay. All right.
and then they just loop everything mature onto Disney Plus. You have to like accept it and like, you know, make sure that you're not like that you're like 18 and over and all this stuff, and then you can just add it to your
Yeah.
library.
Okay. Awesome.
That's so
dude.
weird.
So I just clicked over to the comments because I didn't have the comments pulled up, and then it goes to the most recent comment. And we got the sex bots in here. Tired of being
Yeah.
alone? We'll
Oh,
help.
look at those guys.
We'll help you.
Oh my god. It's always
Aw.
69mega.com. It never changes. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone notices that.
I get them too.
But the
those
mods took
guys.
care of it. The mods took care of it. So.
Love those guys.
Let's see who else is joining us tonight. Let's see, going all the way back up here. I should always remember to star this stuff. We got Mystery Entertainment. Hello, what's going on, Chris?
Saying awesome background.
Yeah, you're saying awesome background. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, well, it was last minute, so it's about as last minute as it comes. He has Star Wars and Spider-Man in the background. Awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got lots of Spider-Man in the background.
I
love Spider-Man.
notice you have one of those pictures. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the one where it's like the most dominant color of every frame of a movie?
Yeah, that's movie palette.
Yeah, what movie is it?
That's Back to the Future.
Ooh.
Yeah, they reached
that's
out to
so
me sometime last year and wanted me to promote it on the channel and stuff. So I've been doing that for a couple months now. So
I
Yeah.
love them. I think they're so neat.
I first came across them because of Jennifer Vega. I don't know if you know who Jennifer is.
yeah, I like her channel.
Yeah. I saw her promoting the movie palette thing, and I was like, "Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
I think it's
That's actually a
really
really cool idea."
like
Yeah, it is really cool. And if you
What the-
guys want to go to moviepalette.com and use ZachTalks15 at the checkout, you'll get 15% off.
There you
Just
go.
saying.
And so wait, what's the code? Zach Milne?
Zach Talks. So ZACHTALKS 15.
There you go. Go
That's
over.
the one.
That's where you got to get it. Yeah, like I've been thinking about it. So with 15% off, because they're not cheap. That's the thing. Like they are kind
Yeah,
of expensive.
yeah, they are a little expensive.
So I wonder what 15% off brings it down to.
like I'm not the biggest abstract art fan, but I think they're the coolest thing, like the coolest idea.
Yeah.
Like you have a whole movie on your wall.
I actually saw they I don't know if it's Movie Palette or if it's some other company that does the same thing, but they have it as a like you can put it as a cover for your phone as well.
a phone case.
Yeah, like a phone case.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So yeah, you can have the whole thing going down as a phone case.
That's
So
really cool.
that was pretty cool. However, not because I haven't shared this on the channel at all, but I think the VHS Terminator 2 case is pretty darn cool.
Nice.
So
That's
I forget
sick.
where, like I was scrolling through Facebook one day and one of the ads popped up that just randomly pop up on Facebook and they were advertising these things. I was like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. So, and it's nice and sturdy. So I don't know where these come from, but if you can find it, I suggest getting one because it's good quality and
With the Spider-Man.
Hey,
It's just everywhere. And I have a shirt that matches this exact phone case too. It's kind of funny.
We got Kevin in here. Kevin.
My phone doesn't have a case.
Yeah, I was gonna say your phone doesn't have a case, does
it? Did, but it was like years old and it was turning brown. And so I just took.
Well, maybe we'll look into either this or the movie palette thing. I don't know if it's movie palette though. Yeah. What's going on, Kevin? It is HBO Max. Is $15.99.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There you go. Laren says, "I'll ask you about the Dead Zone next stream, Haley. Hope you enjoy."
Yeah, I mean, it's Cronenberg. But
how do you feel about Cronenberg, Zach?
I don't think I've seen very many. I don't actually think I've seen anything of his stuff. Not off the top of my head that I can think of. The Fly I have seen. That's the Jeff Goldblum one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I have seen that one.
Okay.
I like that one. That one was awesome.
That's like the most entry. I feel like you should like. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. That's the best entry for David Cronenberg because it's the most
mainstream.
It's the most mainstream and it's the most like you can digest it pretty easily.
Yeah.
He's got some weird stuff. Like that's
he does.
He's got some weird stuff.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. He's just a weird dude. And I mean the pacing of his movie's weird, but a little spoiler, I guess, for what I have to say about Dead Zone is that I don't hate it.
You don't hate it?
I don't hate it. But then again, that might be Christopher Walken.
It's Christopher Walken. Come on.
Yeah, you can't hate Christopher Walken.
No, you can't hate Christopher Walken.
No, he's a goober.
Just because I like to put people on the spot, give me 3 of your favorite Christopher Walken movies.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can I go a TV show? Because I watched Severance last year recently. He's in Severance, and that was great.
Yep.
I
know.
Man, I'm so bad with like off the top. Batman Returns is coming to mind, but that's definitely not one of my favorites. That's all I'm picturing him in. Oh man, yeah, I'm terrible off the top. Can I look at like his filmography?
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I have a real soft spot for Click with Adam Sandler. I gotta say.
Ooh, Click.
When he's playing Morty. He's so good. That's funny. Tony just got the email saying it went up from $14.99 to $15.99.
No.
Damn it, HBO Max. Well, yeah, that's really the only reason that I'm excited about HBO Max is because The Last of Us premiered today.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you played the games?
No, I haven't. I had a cousin that was like really into the games. Oh, Catch Me If You Can is definitely going to be one of them. Catch Me If You Can, Pulp Fiction, and Severance. I'll go with that for now, just so I'm off my phone, because that's rude. I'll go with those 3 for now.
Batman Returns is getting kicked to the curb.
Oh, yeah. It's getting kicked to the curb. No, I'm not a big video game guy. I didn't have... Not that I didn't have... Like, I had cousins that played video games when I was younger that always came over, so I would play with them. But, like, all the violent video games, I wasn't really allowed to play. And so I just never really, like, got into them.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
me neither. Seriously, like I'm not a big gamer either, but I did play The Last of Us, and it is a phenomenal series. So I'm really, and plus I've heard nothing but glowing reviews for this show. So
yeah, that's probably why they bumped it to $15.99 because they're like, ooh, there's probably more people.
Show. They're gonna bring a lot more people over. Let's see here. My movie collection is my personal HBO Max. There you go. Yeah. So Zach, are you like a super duper physical media guy or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my collecting has slowed down for sure ever since getting married, as things do. But yeah, like the first time I started, the first one I ever bought was Jaws. When I turned 17, 18, I started getting into collecting movies. So I bought Jaws. That was my very first one that started it all. And I basically spent every weekend in my late teens, early adulthood to just buying movies, and I still buy movies. I've got definitely over 600 Blu-rays in my room right now, and I'm So I collect like every other week now, as opposed to like twice a week or something.
Yeah, so like every Tuesday, or like what is it up in Canada? Like, is it every Tuesday movies?
Yeah,
out?
Tuesday is new Blu-ray day for sure.
Okay.
So I keep track of what's coming out, and I'm big on pawn shops and thrift stores. Find them cheap. Yep. But I'm kind of at the point like I definitely don't have every movie, but I have like every movie that I rewatch. So it's like kind of it's slim pickings a little bit now.
Yeah. Do you know Tony over at Basement Blues?
I don't think so.
You haven't come across him yet. He's like every new movie that comes out on every Tuesday, he gets. Like
Yeah.
he has like
Oh, wow.
his channel is Basement Blue, so it's all in his basement, and he has wall to wall shelves. Just it's like
It's nuts.
it's absolutely nuts.
That's
Like
the
how much
dream.
he collects. It is the dream, but then I stop and think, and I'm like it's cool, but like how you said, what are the odds of me rewatching these movies? And that's sort of how
Yeah.
I judge it. You know, it's sort of like if I'm gonna rewatch it, then I'll buy it. Like I'm more prone to buy it versus, you know, a movie that I like, I don't know, Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler. Like that's a one and done for me. And
Yeah, you're
I'll
probably not
never
gonna
ever
watch that very
really
much.
yeah, like I'll never ever watch it again. It's about 9/11. Like I don't want to ever watch it again. So it's like I saw it. I don't need it in the collection. Also, I've actually really found myself kind of going towards DVDs a lot. Like
I like DVDs.
I'm actually okay with the DVD format. I don't know what
Yeah.
what the hoopla is about the DVD stuff. Like, do you
You know,
collect DVDs?
DVDs are so cheap, but it's like I am kind of snobby with them. I like the way the Blu-ray cases look, and they're so nice and petite, and they fit really nicely. And you know, you get the full 1080p, you get the great audio. Even though, like, I actually just spent holidays at my in-laws or my grandparents. How do I say that? My grand in-laws? I don't know. my wife's grandparents' place, and they have DVDs, and we watched movies on the DVD format. And I was like, I can tell the difference, but I know
But it
that
isn't.
I'm the only one that cares.
Yeah, but it's not like did you find yourself irritated by it?
No, I didn't find myself irritated by it. And
Yeah,
that's
that's what
one
I'm
thing
saying.
too, is I was like, I can watch this. But
Yeah.
I can see the little difference. And it's not even a big difference, really. But
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a snob. But you know what? Like with how cheap they are at pawn shops and thrift, and even in, like, new in the stores, like
That's
it's hard to kind of keep going the way I'm going.
well, I mean, and then also like you'll find yourself like because you can find more movies on the DVD format than you can on Blu-ray. So like
Mhm.
you'll find something at a store, at a Big Lots, at a whatever that you want on Blu-ray, but it's the DVD is right in front of you for like $2. And it's like, well, you know what? I'll buy the DVD, and if I get the chance to upgrade to Blu-ray, then I'll do that. So
Yeah, I'm the guy that waits. I don't know how long that'll last, but yeah, I'll just wait for it to Blu-ray.
God.
Oh, they're here.
Oh yeah, the trolls are here. Do you know who Durant Cinema is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we're friends of his in real life as well as on YouTube. So we always
that's
get
cool.
we always get Durant haters in the chat. So here we are. Yo, fans of something, you stink. That little rat think David Durant needs to go. But we just laugh about it, and so does Dave. So that's why we're highlighting it right now.
Don't say we
Yeah,
Oh, Tom.
I found his channel a couple of years back, and he was only at like 200, 300 subscribers, I think. And now he's grown quite big, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Like I became friends with Dave in 2015, and he had like nobody was following him, and yeah, now he's almost at 20K. So
Yeah, it's crazy. Good for him. That's awesome.
yeah, he's a cool guy. Oh, Sleepy Hollow. That's right. He's the headless horseman, isn't he? Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Right.
Sleepy Hollow.
So from watching your videos, from listening to you on other people's streams, I gauge and I can safely say you're not a big horror guy.
No, I'm not a big horror guy. Horror was, well, first of all, I was a very timid, scared child who freaked out at the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie when I was like 6.
Rightfully so. He is actually creepy in
He's
that movie.
freaky, right? I love him
Yeah.
now, but he was freaky. And I grew up in a Christian household, and I'm a Christian myself. So horror films were kind of just like off the table. I didn't see my first horror film until I turned 18.
There you go. And what was it?
Oh, actually, sorry, that's wrong. The first one I saw in theaters was when I turned 18, and that was It Chapter 1. The
2017.
Andy Muschietti one. The first horror film I ever saw was actually Nightmare on Elm Street. Because when I was a young kid, I think I've told the story before on my channel too, but when I was a really young kid, my cousins told me the story of Freddy Krueger as if he was a real entity. Like I didn't know about the movies or anything. They just told me there's this guy that comes in your dreams and he's Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. And I had nightmares of this guy. Like I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know the actual Freddy Krueger. I just had nightmares of this guy for years until eventually, like, I don't know, at the age of 13, 14, I had this dream where he was chasing me. And at the moment in the dream, he caught me by the leg, and I had a cat. So when he caught me, and I knew he had a knife glove, my cat scratched my leg and woke me up at the same moment. And I woke up in this like hot sweat, and I was like, I know that this is fake. They told me it's from a movie. Eventually, they had told me it's from a movie. So I decided I'm going to watch all the movies. I'm going to watch all the behind the scenes. I'm going to watch interviews with this guy. I'm going to watch the makeup process, and I'm going to get over this thing. And I just like dove into a Nightmare on Elm Street land for like a week. And I got over my fear because I was able to get behind what it really was. And I ended up liking the first movie and the third movie I liked. I didn't really like any of the other ones.
Gotcha.
But that was the first horror movie that I saw. It was kind of like the first time I was like, well, I think I can handle some of these now. But I don't seek them out very often.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, my God.
Because like I've also dreamt of Freddy Krueger. You haven't? No. Yeah, like I've definitely had a dream or two. Well, I guess a nightmare where he pops in. But yours wasn't even Robert Englund. It was just some.
No, it was like they kind of told me he looked like Voldemort, you know. So, but he was on fire. So that's what I had pictured was like this Voldemort kind of creature that was on fire with a knife glove. Which, like, when I watched the movies, I was like, okay, well, he's actually not as scary as Voldemort on fire. But he's a freaky looking guy. But once I got to Freddy's Dead, I was okay. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'll just picture him on the broom being the Wicked Witch, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, I haven't even seen that movie, but I know that scene. There's a scene in that movie where he impersonates the Wicked Witch of the West, and it's Freddy Krueger flying on a broom.
Pretty funny. That movie's pretty funny.
It's hysterical. Well, I mean, I've seen like even though it's kind of serious, like Freddy versus Jason is pretty like he's cracking jokes and everything. And look at me typing Freddy versus Jason because I want to pull this up here. Freddy Krueger on broom. Because it's just the funniest image. Like you don't imagine ever seeing this in your life. Oh, and then him playing video games. That's right. Like that's another image.
The power glove. Yeah, that's that's a dated reference.
Here it is right here. Okay, so this is from the movie he's talking about where he's like look at that.
Oh my God.
That, I mean, when you really think about it, and I mean, it's been talked to death, but how he started so serious and genuinely freaky and what he evolved into as like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. So like there he is doing the thing, and then here he is playing video games. But like he's playing one of the characters and like doing like a torture scene, I think. Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It's not very torturous. It's pretty goofy. From my memory of it, I think he's like in like a Mario Brothers kind of scenario. And he's jumped on. Freddy's Dead is when I was kind of like, this guy, I can live with him. I'll be fine.
We're buddies.
I think he's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's all right.
I think he's neat.
Love Click. Yeah, Benicio Love Click. It may or may not end up on my top 10 lists for the stream this coming Friday. Are you a big Sandler fan, Zach?
Hit and miss. Definitely can't say I don't like him because there's some I love. I love Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. I really like 50 First Dates. I don't know if that gets talked about very much, but I like that movie. I find it sweet. But then you got Grown Ups 2 and Jack and Jill, and I tried to watch Hubie Halloween this past Halloween with my wife, and we couldn't get through the first 10 minutes. It's rough.
Oh my God. I'm an unabashed fan, so I've been trying my damnedest to convert Haley to a.
I got through Hubie Halloween not by choice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I thought you enjoyed that one a little bit
I did not.
because it's the Halloween season, and that's your favorite season.
Yes, but it's still.
And plus, it
Hootie.
was with your cousin, so you were able to laugh a little bit, poke fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. We saw Sandler live, so I mean, it's not like you're not a fan of him because you would have said no.
Cool. Did he
Yeah.
do the Chris Farley song when you saw him live?
He does. Yeah. Well, he doesn't close the show with that. He closes it with a rendition of "Grow Old with You" from The Wedding Singer. But
I love The Wedding Singer. That's another one too.
He does do the Chris Farley song. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sandler, I just saw also on HBO Max they just added Blended. I know that's not your favorite, but
no, out of the 3 movies him and Barrymore have done, Blended is the weakest.
But it's still that I saw the ad and I was like, oh, I thought of you.
Yeah. No, 50 First Dates is my favorite of their collaborations, actually. So
yeah,
I love that.
Is it Wedding Singer, Blended, and 50 First Dates? That's all they've done?
That's all they've done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Blended's probably at the bottom for me too then.
Yeah. Like I just love the idea of having to like constantly win the person over. I really like that concept.
Yeah, I think it's, and I like the way it ends too. Like it's just very sweet the way that they find a way to make it work.
But you know what kills me? For the longest time, and it's probably still to this day. And I love the guy as a person, but Rob Schneider in that movie kills it for me. He is like really annoying in that movie. And I typically am like, I can deal with Rob Schneider. Like I like Deuce Bigelow and
same cards all the time. He always wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I like him in like small bits, but man, is he obnoxious in 50 First Dates. And he pulls that movie down. He really does.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He kind of, when he pops up in the Adam Sandler movies, he's always playing someone of a different ethnicity too, like in Big Daddy and all this stuff. It can get a little weird.
It can get a little weird, yeah. We got we're doing a top 10 Sandler stream on Friday where we're gonna have a whole panel of people assembling their top 10s. So,
that's awesome.
If you were to just think about it off the top, I know you're not good, but like a top 3 Sandlers.
Well, 50 First Dates definitely up there. Okay. Happy Gilmore's up there, and Billy Madison. I'd probably do The Wedding Singer up there too.
Oh, cool, nice. 2 Barrymores. Yeah, they 100% have the best chemistry out of all his co-stars.
But I do also like Big Daddy's also one that I would give an honorable mention to, though. I do like Big Daddy.
Big Daddy gets me in the feels. Wedding Crashers, he's funny in. Yep, I haven't seen Wedding Crashers, but I know Christopher Walken's in that. Also, Envy is amazing. He's great in that film. Wow, nice, Vinicio. I was just thinking that no one talks about that movie. I've never heard of Envy.
Me neither.
Zach, check out Nick of Time with Johnny Depp. Yes, I strongly suggest checking out Nick of Time.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
It's a thriller film that takes place in real time. So it's a 90-minute movie and he has 90 minutes. And it's basically Johnny Depp is like most normal he's ever been in a movie. He's just a dude. And Christopher Walken, it plays this character that basically forces him to assassinate a presidential candidate or something like that. And it had like, it's similar to like Blowout and stuff like that from Brian De Palma, but it's a really good thriller. Movie collector, Nick of Time.
Interesting.
Look at this. Nick of Time is great. Is a great 90-minute thriller. Yep.
All right, you got me convinced. I got to check that out.
Yeah, and I think it just got a Blu-ray. For the longest time, it was strictly DVD.
Perfect.
If I didn't have to work, I would stay, but I'll watch this again one day. Love your podcast, fans of something. Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah,
go check out Zach's podcast as well, because it's a solid one. Freddie became comical and a stand-up comedian after part 2. Yeah, part 2 is my favorite. That's not a popular opinion, but Freddy's Revenge is, I think, my favorite nightmare.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it has all.
That's an interesting pick.
It's definitely not the go-to choice. But just something about that movie. It's probably the practical effects I really dig. Like there's that scene where he crawls out of the guy's body.
That is really cool.
That
is really cool.
Hell yeah. Part 3 was a mix of scary and comical Freddy. After that, it kind of goes downhill. Yep. Didn't like Jack and Jill, worst Adam Sandler movie. Don't hate me. Yeah, I am. I'm vocal about how I don't think Jack and Jill is that bad.
Really, you're a Jack and Jill defender?
I am. Yep. If ever need be on a stream or anything, I will 100% defend Jack and Jill.
Wow, that is cool. You're a unicorn. I've never met anyone who said that.
I unfortunately live with that.
I will give the Dunkachino ad at the very end of the movie is pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something endearing about how it's so obvious that it's. I mean, like they don't really try to hide Adam Sandler as Jill. So to me, that's funny. But to a lot of people, it probably comes off as lazy.
Well, that's like the same idea as like Medea, and I also don't like the Medea movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Medea movie.
I've unfortunately seen a Medea movie.
I don't think I've ever seen one. Yeah, I'll defend Jack and Jill. Ed, you haven't seen Wedding Crashers? Got to check it out. Yeah, it's Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, and I've said this before, but I have a hard time watching Vince Vaughn. But then I watch him, and he wins me over. So,
oh, interesting. Why do you have a problem watching Vince Vaughn?
I don't know. He's just like
just a guy.
Like, I don't know how he became famous. I'm really curious about how he became famous.
Yeah. How about in Fighting with My Family?
Fighting with My Family.
Yeah, have you seen that one with the wrestling? He plays like the wrestling what would you call it? Like he brings the new wrestlers into the industry. I don't know what to call him. Like manager.
Never seen it.
No? Oh, that's a good one.
No, like I know he has like some good drama stuff, like Brawl in Cell Block 99 or Brawl in Cell 99, something like that, where he has like a shaved head and everything. He's like hardcore. But like, again, he wins me over. So like, that's my issue is like, I don't want to watch him, but then I watch him and I'm like, okay, whatever. So like we watched, we watched Four Christmases this past Christmas. We watched Fred Claus, both of which are subpar movies. But I'm like, Vince Vaughn's okay. Like, okay. So
I don't think I ever think of Vince Vaughn until he pops up in a movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to ask somebody who's your favorite actor and they told me Vince Vaughn, I would question. Like, I would question them. I'd be like, why?
Are you sure?
Why out of everybody you could pick is Vince Vaughn your favorite actor? Get it. But somebody out there, maybe in the stream right now, that's their favorite actor, Vince Vaughn.
They're coming at you right now.
Zach, who's your favorite actor?
Oh, that's a tough question. I love Carrey. I've always loved Jim Carrey. I think if you had to do like modern day, Andrew Garfield comes to mind.
Okay.
Like I'll watch anything with Andrew Garfield in it.
Yeah, but you're biased on Carrey because he's Canadian.
Probably.
No, obviously Jim Carrey is a freaking legend.
Yeah, he has a humor that just hits me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so perfect. So because eventually we're gonna do a top 10 Jim Carrey stream, so I know to reach out to you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we won't spoil our top 3 right now here on the stream. We'll save it for whenever that day comes. Have you seen Blowout, Ed? One of my favorite films of all time. We just recently.
Don't tell him.
We just recently rewatched it, but we're not. Oh, did I say rewatch?
Yeah.
We just recently watched it, but we're not going to spoil how we feel because we're doing our stream at the end of the month on everything we watched.
Well, not even. Sorry, Larry. It's going to break your heart.
Well, there you go. Spoil it. I said don't spoil it.
Well, I'm not saying why or why. I'm not. That's all I'm going to say.
Spoilers. What ASM do you have up on the wall, Zach?
ASM?
ASM?
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man. Is that Amazing Spider-Man, I'm guessing?
Guess. Yes. Yeah.
I can't say for sure, to be honest. I found it at a thrift store, but it had the Sinister Six on it, and it had Morbius, and Morbius was coming out, so I thought I'd have it in the background.
Yeah,
and I just kind of kept it.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I just kind of kept it there. Like, I'm not a big actually, I can't even really say that I am a comic book reader. The only comic books I've ever read are Spider-Man from like the 60s, 70s era. But I just like anything Spider-Man, I'll just get. Like, I just love Spider-Man. I got 2 Spider-Man suits here. I got Spider-Man on my calendar. I've got at least 4 Spider-Man in this case.
Yeah.
Are you a
another
big Marvel
Spider-Man
fan
here.
or just Spider-Man?
Sorry?
Are you a big Marvel fan or just Spider-Man?
I'm a big Marvel fan, but Spider-Man was the gateway for sure. I didn't really know any of the other Marvel stuff till Iron Man came out in 2008. And then I got into the MCU.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not the biggest on the MCU. Like,
No?
I kind of want to get into it just because I always feel left out of these conversations.
The most I know about the MCU is from Universal Studios.
What do you-
Like, I mean, like
Islands of Adventure?
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
the
sure how that
park.
works.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean, that's not even the MCU. That's like,
that's what I'm saying.
oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So nothing.
yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny because I was thinking about it, or I was talking about it the other day with someone. Like, the MCU is harder to get into now because there's like 31 movies and 12 TV shows. So like you got to watch like 40 plus things. Like when my friends and I were talking about the MCU in like middle school and high school, it was like just watch these 5 movies. You just have to get through 10 movies and then you're caught up. But now
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like it's like giving a homework assignment. Watch
Yep.
40 of these things, and here's the release order of how you have to watch them so they bleed into each other the right way. It's kind of insane.
That's the biggest detractor for me is how massive it is now, and it's just like impossible at this point to catch up.
Yeah, well, it's not impossible. You would just have to dedicate like a lot of time, and if you wanted to get through it in like an efficient, quick manner, you can't watch anything else.
Yeah, and see that's the other thing is like I like one night watching Turning Red and then the other night watching Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage. Like, like I love doing that. You know, like I kind of thrive off of that. So I can't imagine just not even Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Far From Home. It's just like,
And I'm not even like the biggest superhero fan. I'm sorry.
No, like I love the Tobey Maguire ones. Like that's sort of like for me the ultimate. So like when he came back for No
Way Home,
No Way Home, I was like, oh God, now like I really feel bad because now like I'm missing like an official
Tobey Maguire
performance here.
So you never saw No Way Home?
Never saw No Way Home. I saw Homecoming for some reason in theaters.
By yourself? With who?
With a friend. But I never felt obligated to watch the one with Jake Gyllenhaal as the villain. So
yeah. I like DC, if anything. Like I like me a Batman.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah. The Batman ones are good.
I
Did
like
you see
Henry
the
Cavill.
Batman?
Yes.
We did. Yep, we saw it with your grandfather.
In theaters.
Yep.
Did you guys like it?
I did.
It's not a bad movie. It's just not my Batman. My Batman's Keaton. So I'm always going to root for Keaton. So hopefully we get that Flash.
Are you going to see the Flash then?
If that does come out and he is actually in it for not more than just like a quick cameo thing,
like a quick flash,
then I'll do it. Yeah, like I'll be like, all right, I have no idea what I'm watching. I don't know what the continuity is here, but
it's Michael Keaton.
It's Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
so.
Gotta go see Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Medea movies are terrible. You don't need to see them, Ed. Well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
I could have told him that.
Do you also agree, Zach, or are you a Medea
defender? I've never seen Medea.
Okay.
Yeah, my family unfortunately thinks Medea's hilarious.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, is that so far fetched? No.
Boy. But then here's the sad thing: Tyler Perry's actually a pretty okay dramatic actor. Like he's really good in Gone Girl. I don't know if anyone's seen Gone Girl.
No.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
From David Fincher. He's like a detective in that movie, and he's like good.
No.
And it's like weird. So it's sort of like Sandler. It's like, damn, you're really good when you want to be, but you do this shit. And it's like, why do you do the shit, man? So yeah, Vince Vaughn was good in Freaky. That's right, he was good in Freaky. We saw.
Wanted to see that, never got around to it.
I think you could. I think it would be okay with you because it's more comedic than it is scary.
Yeah, it's more like a black comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
what it looked like in the trailers.
Envy's definitely underrated. All right, check out. Don't watch the Psycho remake with Vince Vaughn. Terrible movie. I actually own it in the collection just because I'm a completist and I love the Psycho movies. So I
I've
have that.
only seen the Alfred Hitchcock Psycho.
Do you?
I
Please
did not
watch
want
the
to see the
sequel.
Don't
sequels.
listen.
Oh,
Don't listen to him.
please watch Psycho 2.
No,
Please,
don't.
Psycho
chat
2?
room. Chat room. Should Zach watch Psycho 2? Vote yes or no. I don't have a way to make an official poll, so just say yes or no.
Don't do it.
I don't know. I
Should-
watched the trailer and I was like, I can already tell this is different from the first and what I liked
It
about the
is.
first. And
It is very different. But then it's all but there's like Easter eggs and callbacks, and God, it's so I actually like it better than the original Psycho.
yeah. Oh, I love Psycho. Psycho's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Did we watch the third one?
No, because you don't like Psycho 2.
That's right.
I have to watch it by myself.
No, you don't have to.
Yo, Psycho remake. Thumbs
Yeah,
down.
thank you, Vinicio. Thank you.
New recent Marvel is pretty terrible. I like the older stuff. I feel like that's the general consensus.
It's getting a little hit and miss. It's getting to be. It feels like it's putting a lot of weight on itself, and sometimes it boggles under that weight. They're very ambitious right now, doing a lot of stuff, and not all of it's landing. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to anything, like especially Marvel related to this
Quantumania.
year?
I'm looking forward to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's they do these unofficial phases. That's I don't know how well you're familiar with that. It's kind of like in the nerd community of Marvel. We know about the phases. It's kind of like chapters of the story.
Yeah, so Endgame ends phase 3.
Endgame, ends phase 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was phase 4 is what they called it. And so Ant-Man is beginning phase 5. So like chapter 5. So it's supposed to begin a whole new storyline in the MCU. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this will be the beginning of it once again having the overarching stories that go out through multiple movies, because they kind of didn't have much of that in phase 4 because they did a lot of TV shows. So they kind of just felt like they were just kind of all over the place.
Gotcha.
I feel like if I were to like anything Marvel related, it would be like Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty fun. Have you guys seen the first Iron Man? Like, have you seen?
No, man. Like literally in the MCU, I think I've only ever seen Homecoming and then the first Avengers, just because it was sort of it was like, oh my God, the Avengers kind of, and I felt obligated as a movie fan. I was like, I guess I should go see the Avengers. So
all right,
that's it.
If you like, it starts with Iron Man. So if you guys want to try out Iron Man, just one movie at a time is what I like to say.
Yeah. Plus, God, I don't know. I like my self-contained movies. Like, I like that. I like that idea better. Like, I'm more attracted to that. So, like the Spider-Man trilogy, I really like those movies. The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, I like those movies, because they're like 1 and done, 2 and done, 3 and done kind of thing.
Right.
This whole I don't like that I don't know when the stuff's gonna end.
Okay, so you like franchises? You mean like you don't gravitate towards franchises very often, or just
typically I don't, especially superhero. But typically I don't
you
really
watch Harry Potter.
Typically I don't really
the last one.
gravitate towards franchises. Harry Potter's a kind of an exception.
You didn't watch the last one.
Haven't seen the last one. Yeah, like I really like a self-contained movie.
All right, interesting. So like, how about Indiana Jones? Are you looking forward to the 5th one, or have you seen them? Or
I've seen those just because they're Spielberg. So again, like there's always exceptions. Like if you're Spielberg, then of course I'll watch your movies. But I couldn't tell you what the continuity is because I haven't seen those first 4 in quite some time. So
yeah.
But I guess I'm excited for it. Yeah. John Wick, I guess, is another exception. I'm definitely looking forward to the 4th one.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm hoping it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so here we go. Watch Psycho 2.
Stop it, Laren. You're encouraging
yes
him.
to Psycho 2. Really good.
Is he?
Movie Collector. Yes.
I hate all of you.
And then we got them back. And then we got them back again.
Oh, I think they agree with you.
I think they agree with them. Yeah.
They got a check mark in there.
Yeah, they got a check mark.
Haven't seen 3 or 4 though, but I dug part 2. Yeah.
You guys are maniacs.
I'm telling you, man.
All right.
It's a solid sequel. It's not the Terminator 2 of Psycho 1, but it's a fairly damn good
That's a high
sequel.
bar.
It is. No, it is. Yeah. Guardians is my favorite. I'm looking forward to part 3.
Yeah, I like the
Me
Tree
too.
Man. I
The
like
Tree Man.
So Vin Diesel. You like Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
That's Vin Diesel.
But I like specifically when
Groot,
he's like,
right? Groot.
Yeah.
Groot.
Yeah.
Yep. It's Groot.
Yeah.
And when he's like a baby.
A little baby Groot. Yeah.
Groot.
Vinicio, I'm not a big fan of superhero movies, but I love Iron Man and the Spider-Mans, but that's kind of it for me personally. Yeah, like, of course, Spider-Man, because he's one of the OGs, man, you know, like freaking Spider-Man, man.
I think Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man, kind of the universally known superheroes.
Yeah. And man, that trilogy, especially Spider-Man 2, I have such vivid memories. Yeah, well, that's the third one.
That's 3, yeah.
I have such vivid memories of getting so pumped for Spider-Man 2. Like, I think that's one of my most hyped movies I've ever experienced in my life, watching Spider-Man 2.
You're getting hyped right now.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
It is.
For the
it's one of my favorites.
Like, for the longest time, it was called, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people still call it one of the greatest superhero movies of all time.
Yeah, it's still in the conversation.
It's still in there?
Yeah, but I mean, like, with every new installment of a superhero movie, it slips down because they're getting pretty good nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. And but that's why I'm happy that Marvel was like, all right, like, you know, let's somehow find a way to work Toby in here so he's not forgotten. So
yeah, it was really cool the way they did that.
Yeah, like I've heard nothing but cool things about that movie. So maybe I should do a marathon of No Way Home and Far From Home, but I know Far From Home is the second film.
Yeah, you may be able to just jump in there and kind of get what's going on. Like it's not too. I don't want to say it's not too connected to the other ones, but I feel like you would be okay. Like you would find your way.
Okay.
You'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of understand what they're talking about, because it very much is more connected to the past movies than I would say even the new ones.
Okay,
because they just bring everybody back. It's really cool.
They bring everybody back, especially Andrew Garfield, who a lot of people, that's their favorite Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. Well, he's great in the movie too. With what they give him, like the little that he has to do, he does wonders with it. He's fantastic.
Well, I know a spoiler, and I won't say it, but I know a spoiler that somehow connects to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I'm sort of pissed that I know that spoiler, because I can only imagine what it would have felt like to go into the movie blind and see it. And I'm sure you know what
I know what you're talking about, and it was pretty magical.
Oh my God. But that moment from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Emma Stone, holy crap. Like I actually bawled like a baby.
That's the most tragic scene in any Spider-Man movie, I think, still to this day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You're lost, Haley? You haven't seen?
Like, do you care if like you have no issue?
No.
Okay.
I don't care.
So there's in case anyone hasn't seen Amazing Spider-Man 2, mute us for a second. There's a scene where there's a battle on top of a roof, like in a church setting or something, and Emma Stone clock tower. Emma Stone slips down the clock tower, so she's falling towards the ground, and it's in slow-mo, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man shoots a web at her, and it's the coolest slow-mo you've ever seen in your life, because the web shoots out of his hand, and as it's going toward her, it forms like a hand, like it's trying to reach her as a hand. It's not just web. It's like it forms a hand, and it gets her, but it gets her right at the bottom, and she like hits the floor and like breaks her spine.
Ew.
And she's dead. Like they kill her. They kill Emma Stone in the movie, and because at the time they were a real couple in real life, it just added to his emotional like wake up, and it's the most tragic thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a very sad scene. And Andrew Garfield, I mean, he should have gotten like an Oscar or something just for that scene alone. He just rips your heart out with that performance.
Yes, he really does.
Brutal.
He really does. Now, going back, and I don't think you'll have any issue with me showing this, another franchise I'm very a big fan of that I know you're eventually not is Jackass.
That'll end when they're dead.
Jackass.
Oh,
That has been
Jackass.
a really interesting part of my channel history.
Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, so here we go. So in case anyone hasn't seen it, we're just gonna play a clip here. This is Zach's video.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna play a quick clip here. This is Zach reacting to Jackass. You haven't seen this.
No.
So this is also why I'm playing it. So here we go. This is funny.
No. Okay. No. Okay, you guys don't understand this. I can't do this. I don't know if I can do this.
Warning. The stunts in this movie were performed by professionals. So for your safety and the protection of those around you,
do not attempt any of the stunts you're about to see.
Hi, I'm Zachary Milne. Welcome to Jackass. Or me watching Jackass for the first time. Jackass Forever has just hit theaters this past weekend, but I have never seen any Jackass stunt. I've never been interested in Jackass. I'm not into people getting hurt or practical jokes or pranks that hurt people. I just find it kind of cruel. It's just not my thing. But I've never seen any Jackass footage. I've never seen any Jackass stunts before. So I've decided to end my Jackass virginity, and we are going to watch this compilation of the 20-minute Jackass compilation of the best scenes. So this is my introduction to Jackass. I don't know how this is going to go. I hope you guys enjoy the reaction. And if you haven't seen Jackass, well, we're going to experience this together. So without further ado, let's see what these guys are all about.
My name is Johnny.
This is a classic. Oh my god, this is a classic.
He fell for the soup.
Yeah, Don, what up, brother?
Look at.
What's up, nerds?
Oh,
Fell for the-
dang.
Dude, you played it up so good. He's like, hey, what's up, Don?
He's in good spirits about it. Okay. Everyone does seem to legitimately be having a good time.
This is all flour for our friend Bam. We're going to antique him when he gets here.
Oh, flour.
Yeah, poor Bam. He gets.
Is that a bag of flour too, though?
High five.
Oh.
Oh, you can like feel it.
Oh my gosh, that could not have felt good.
So there's the video. In case anyone hasn't seen it, go check it out. It's a great video. Zach reacts
Thanks,
to a
man.
bunch of Zackass. But wait, hold on. Like that's an actual thing, right? Zackass.
Zackass.
Yeah, like
Oh
that's
my
an actual
goodness.
guy in the movie, Zackass.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the new guy from Forever.
It's the new guy from Jackass Forever. His name's Zackass.
Really? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
But that just like slipped out of me like by accident. But so okay, so
Yeah.
have you warmed up to Jackass?
A little bit. I mean, that video kind of came about because Jackass Forever was coming out, as I mentioned, and I was trying to find a way to ride the algorithm. And like, I was like, I could just go see it and do a review as someone who's never seen it before, but like, that's not interesting. You like people who have watched and followed the guys and have loved the series, they're going to be the ones that are hyped to talk about it. That's what people are going to want to watch. So I was like, well, I've never seen it. I have the benefit there to reacting to it for the first time. And so I watched a couple compilations, and then that video kind of comes from a bunch of multiple compilations. I sat in here and watched them for like an hour and just found like the best stuff. And then that's one of my most viewed videos now. It's like 14,000 views, I think, at the moment. And
you definitely cracked the algorithm with that one.
yeah, it just kind of took off. And then it got to a point where it was like, I don't know if it got too popular or something, but it like hit 10,000 views, and then YouTube banned it. They like took it down, and I had to like reach out to them, and I was like, these videos are on YouTube. That's how I found them. So these are fine to be on YouTube, but my reaction to them can't be on YouTube. And I blur out some stuff. Like there's a part where some guy's butt gets all bloody, and I blurred that out. I didn't even show that. And I was like, you took my video down, but these are all still left up and all that kind of stuff. So it's back up, but it's like restricted. So it's not monetized, and you have to be like 18 and plus to view it. But I'm proud of it. It's fun, and it did well. And then I did another one. I did a Jackass Shark Week reaction with my wife. And then it just kind of got to a point where people were just asking for Jackass content. So I had to stop. Like, not a Jackass channel. So I'm not going to do that. But It was fun to
Lord.
kind of dip my toe into. I haven't watched any of the movies or anything since, but they're interesting guys.
They're super interesting. Yes, they are just dumb fun, man. Turn your brain off, just
Yeah.
have a riot, and you know it's all in good fun. Like how you said in the video, it looks like they're genuinely having a good time. I mean, they're having a good time, getting hurt, and they're getting paid. So
Yeah.
but you know, some of the stuff we actually really dig is not even the physical stuff. We actually dig some of the pranks that they pull on unsuspecting people. Like the one that is in Jackass Forever.
I know
And
which one
I
you're
don't even
gonna
know if
talk
you've seen
about.
Jackass Forever.
I haven't.
So there's so it's Johnny Knoxville dresses up as an old guy, which is like a recurring thing throughout all the movies. There's even a spin-off movie called
I
Bad
saw
Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa. Oh, not Bad Grandpa. What's it called again? It's like Bad
It's Bad
Grandpa's
Grandpa.
the one with De Niro and Zac Efron. What's Dirty?
No.
No, Dirty
Bad
Grandpa
Gran-
is that one. So Bad
Yeah,
Grandpa is
Dirty
the right
Grandpa
one.
is that one, and then this one is Bad Grandpa.
Okay, but I watched Bad Grandpa, but I didn't know it was related to Jackass. I saw it when I was like a teenager.
Yes.
It was on Netflix.
So that's like a recurring character through all the movies, and Johnny Knoxville plays that guy, Irving Zisman or something.
Something like that.
So there's a prank in Forever where he's that old guy and he's getting some young lady to help push his wheelchair.
Yeah, like a assistant.
Like an assistant. Like they just drop him off at the bus station or something, and he's like, help. Some lady comes over and helps him. And he like says, push me over here or something. And she pushes him over there. And then he like tells her to go get something, I think, like go like to like that ice cream truck over there. It's very weird how he gets her to leave.
But she does.
She leaves. When she comes back, he's not on the ground anymore. He's up on top of of like the little awning of like
wait for a bus.
where you wait for a bus
in his wheelchair.
Oh,
in his
okay.
wheelchair. He's just up on top. And he's like,
Help.
help.
How did you get up there?
It's like, how'd you get up there?
That stuff's kind of fun. I could watch that.
It's the dumbest thing of all time, but man, we lost our minds when we saw
Oh,
that.
I think I was crying.
Because it's just like they don't even show you him going up there. So you're like her. It's just it cuts back and he's not on the ground anymore, and he's up on top of the awning thing.
Yeah, they don't show you that. It just
That's
cuts
pretty good.
away
God,
and then back.
so like so like that's the stuff I really dig. Is not even the pain stuff. Like the pain stuff's funny, but I actually kind of like when they put a little more thought into the stuff.
Right.
You know, it's not just
that's a good gag. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Actually, that sounds really
yeah. It's not like let's just film this guy shitting. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that stuff I can't. I just can't. There was a clip. I didn't include it in the video because it was just too gross. But it was like in a porta potty, and it like
they shot him up.
Shot him. Yeah, they shot, and it just I couldn't
shit
do it
everywhere.
It was everywhere, and I was disgusted. I didn't include that in the compilation. I thought it was too gross.
Yeah, it's too nasty. And then there's that scene that you said I can't handle this. It's the bees.
Yeah, the bees. Oh man, the bees. That's like a phobia thing too, though. For me, like that one hit me where I live.
Yep. Yeah.
Not the bees.
There's the one that hits me where I live is it's in the first one, Jackass the movie. They give themselves paper cuts.
Oh.
Between the webs of their hands. Like they purposely take a piece of paper and they say, "Here we go." And they put a paper
and then they do their toes.
And they do their toes.
Why?
Because they're probably drunk or high or
there is no why. There's no why.
Yeah. Oh man. That's my problem is I can't watch it without asking why.
Yeah, those ones I go, oh, and then Steve-O does the right here.
Oh, he goes,
yeah, he takes the paper and he goes right across right here, like right on your mouth. It's just like, guys.
Come on, guys.
Anyways, moving on from Jackass. Definitely watch part 2 of Psycho, says Tony.
All right.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Mine too.
Yeah. It's a damn good. Those are like those are the ones we should watch. Those Tobey Maguire ones, because they're self-contained. You don't have to worry about it expanding beyond the third one.
And they're the best ones.
Oh, there you go.
In my opinion.
There you go. Yeah, Toby's the best. That's an amazing film, Tony. Saw Toby Spider-Man 2 at a midnight screening when they did those. Fond memories.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. I don't remember many movie screenings going to a movie when I was young, but I vividly remember clapping at the end of Spider-Man 2.
Oh, cringe.
Like I remember
That's
clapping. Well, the whole audience clapped. The whole audience clapped. So, but my favorite movie memory is Hairspray when the 2007 one with John Travolta, Zac Efron.
Right.
That theater, and I saw it with my mom too. That theater at the end, you stood up and clapped. I've never seen that at, like in a normal, like, of course you see that in like Hollywood when they're like doing like stuff and they're trying to do, you know, press and stuff like that. But this was in like, you know, Florida.
Yeah, I
And
can't think of a time in my theater where people clapped. Well, Minions Rise of Gru, but that was like a meme thing. It was really weird. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
People clapped for Minions?
Yeah, for Minions Rise of Gru, there was this meme going around, and I didn't know about it going into the movie, but there were these groups of teenagers in suits, like just like full on suits, dressed up for the movie. And I was like, that's weird. And there were parts in the movie, like when the plane landed in a scene, they got up and clapped and cheered, and I was like, oh, for this movie, okay. And then when the movie ended, they stood up and gave it a round of applause. But it was like a meme. It was some weird TikTok trend that was going on around everywhere. Because I went on Twitter afterwards, and everyone was like, "Did anyone else have this happen in their theater during Minions tonight?" It was weird. Never seen it before.
I like your reaction for this movie.
Yeah, I was like, for this movie, okay.
Why the hell are we clapping? Oh, that's great. Laren says, I saw Spider-Man twice in the theater. I've only done that one other time. Nice. Well, I saw La La Land 6 times in theaters.
6 times. Wow. Yeah, I've never done that.
That's the most I've ever seen a movie. That's how in love I am with La La Land.
My record is 3 times. I don't go past 3 times.
3 times, and it's for
Force Awakens, Infinity War, and Endgame.
There you go.
3 times for each?
Yep.
I
saw Force Awakens 3 times, saw Infinity War 3 times, and I saw Endgame 3 times. And I can't think of too many other ones that I saw. I saw Homecoming twice. I saw Baby Driver twice. But I can't think of one that I've gone beyond 3 times for.
That's a good one. And I know the Infinity War is your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Infinity War.
Yep.
I have not seen a movie more than twice, or not more than once. I have not seen a movie more than once in a movie theater. I wouldn't know why. I don't actually know why.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 2 gets way too much hate. Yeah, it does. Plus, they also brought back Jamie Foxx, right, to like reprise Electro.
Yep, they did.
Did they make him a little grounded?
Sorry?
Did they make him a little more grounded, not so like Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
He plays more Jamie Foxx than he did in Amazing Spider-Man 2. You can kind of tell that Jamie Foxx didn't want to do the whole thing again. He's like, I'm just going to be chill. I'm just going to be cool.
Yeah, like, I don't know if anyone else, I don't know if you got that vibe from Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was like, wow, Jamie Foxx is doing a really good Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze thing going on here.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought of Jim Carrey in Batman Forever.
Oh, the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it was like a good cross because his like normal person is very much Edward Nygma, and then when he's Electro, he's very Mr. Freeze-ish with the
he has a couple lines. Time to light my candles. Yeah, he's got a couple isms in there.
It's funny, but that fight in Times Square where it's all like the music is like very electro-y sounding, no pun intended. I was like, damn, like this is some
like
good stuff right here. There's some good stuff right here.
I love how we've completely lost Haley. She just looks completely.
I have nothing to say. I'm so like I stand nothing.
All right, well here's something.
So another world.
Yes,
Jackass.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I have no clue what anybody like. I don't even. The only thing I know of Spider-Man is Spider-Man and the fact that his name is Peter.
That's it.
I know nothing else.
Pretty good. Got the basis.
Let's see. Let's do a trivia. Do you know his most famous quote? And this is quoted from his Uncle Ben. Do you know what it is? No?
I didn't even know that he had an uncle.
Yeah, he has an Uncle Ben who gets murdered.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Yeah, God.
It's with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Oh.
With great power comes. Well, that was Stan Lee, but yeah.
Oh,
You
I
like that
didn't-
lady on the news? Did you guys see that? I think it was like a video that went around on Twitter. There was this lady on the news who was like talking about superheroes, and she's like, "My favorite is Superman. Remember his quota? With great power comes great responsibility."
Oh God. Oh man, where was I? Because I could have gave her one of these.
Yeah, she went viral. Poor lady.
Of course she did. Of course she did. But how lucky am I that I found someone who loves Jackass?
And I'm a woman.
And I found someone who loves Spider-Man, so we're both lucky guys.
No, I'm saying like I don't think you see many like
No, like it's really not a woman thing.
except
It's really
for
not.
what's her face? The new girl in Jackass Forever.
Yeah, there's a female in the new Jackass one. They got a female to join the cast.
Is that the
that's
first time?
What?
The
Yeah.
first time a female's ever been in the cast. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that just goes to show.
But they really did go light on her.
Yeah,
They
I was
really
gonna say
did.
I feel fearful for her.
Yeah, I think like the most painful thing she did was she had a scorpion bite her face or something.
her lip.
Yeah.
For
And it's
like
like that's light when you're talking about Jackass.
considering that Johnny Knoxville almost died.
Yeah. So
Is that the bull hit?
Yeah.
yeah, like and that's in the Forever as well, but he's done a bull hit in I think every movie. But it's in the Forever one where he gets like spun twice in the air and he comes down on his head.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought it was
highlighted
about
in the
it
trailer
next.
pretty
Yeah.
intensely.
Yep.
Well, I guess for all good
Zach didn't
reason.
like the Steve-O bee stunt.
Not
No.
the bees.
Well, that wasn't
was
even
a lot.
was it? That wasn't even
That was
Steve-O.
Steve-O. That was Steve-O.
He was doing it, wasn't he? I thought he
No,
was doing it.
It was on his wiener.
Oh, no. The one that
I don't know
Zach
that
reacted
one.
to- yeah. No, the one that Zach is talking about is from number 2 when they lock the limo and they drop the bees in the limo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they come out and there's marbles on the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
Yes.
well. You say bee stunt.
But the one she's talking about is in Forever, where Steve-O puts a bunch of bees on his penis.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's completely naked.
Yeah, he's totally naked. You actually see his like.
It's full frontal.
I'm pretty sure you see
Oh.
his like. I'm
You
pretty
do.
sure you see his taint.
Goodness.
It's like, can you believe like
Cinema.
that's cinema right there? But dude, last night I cried. If you go, because you have Letterboxd, right?
I just signed up for it. Yeah, I haven't used it very much though.
Okay, so when you have free time, go on Letterboxd and go by year of films. Go all the way back to the earliest time Letterboxd is
1880s.
gonna like actually have movies listed. It's I think the
18
1870s.
Yeah, but it's 1880s that we're talking about.
And
Wow.
you go to 1880s, all of the movies they have listed are, first of all, they're just like
Like 10 frames.
normal actions. So like the movie is called Large Woman Walking. And the poster is literally a woman that is so obese, her stomach is falling to the ground.
And she's naked.
And it's a movie on Letterboxd.
And like all the movies, like they're only like 20 pictures that just go by really fast.
Yeah.
And they're all naked people.
And they're all naked for some reason.
What else did they have to do in the 1800s? I guess, right?
And last night when we had Eddie's Films and stuff on, I cried laughing.
Yeah.
Because I had never seen it. Like I'd never seen those movies. Large
That's
woman
hilarious.
walking.
Women sitting
There's like
with
woman
jug,
setting down a jug.
nude man playing
Yeah,
baseball.
it's like- Can you imagine walking down the street and you're just like looking at the movie theater and that's what's playing? Large woman walking.
That's what they
Like-
called cinema back then.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, we haven't evolved too far from then in 2020 when you have Steve-O's taint on screen. So weird, man. All right, here's a question for Zach, which I'm sure he's dying for because we're talking about taints and shit. Zach, which Star Wars do you like, the movies or the TV shows?
Oh, I prefer the movies. TV shows are okay. I like the George Lucas Star Wars episodes 1 through 6. Everything else is just kind of take it or leave it. You can tell that there's a real I mean, that's also the Star Wars that I grew up with. That was like Star Wars was Luke, Han, Leia, Darth Vader to me.
Okay.
So everything else is just kind of like, I mean, it's good. Some of it. I really liked Andor. I don't know if you're probably not Star Wars people.
Me more than him. But
Yeah.
I'm not like a diehard Star Wars fan. Like I mean, I'm wearing Star Wars pants.
Yeah, she's got Star Wars pajamas.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not like a diehard fan. I'm just a casual viewer,
Yeah.
casual enjoyer.
But I have seen the two best. I have seen A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back.
That's regarded as not that good.
What? I thought A New Hope
those
is
are the
like
best.
regarded as like one of the best.
But like,
Original
if you're
trilogy.
talking of the trilogy, like a popular opinion, I thought is that it's slow compared to everything else.
I don't know. Maybe it's changed nowadays, but like when I was growing up, when I was like, especially middle school and high school, it was like the original trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy hadn't come out yet, so it was the prequels were like at the bottom, except for Revenge of the Sith. Everyone loved Revenge of the Sith, but the original trilogy was like the best. And then the sequels came out, and now it's kind of like you either prefer the prequels or the sequels. People either hate them or love them. I think they're okay, but the Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Andor and Obi-Wan, those are the TV shows. I like Mandalorian, and I really liked Andor. Obi-Wan was okay. I didn't like Book of Boba Fett, and I don't really watch the cartoon stuff. So
okay, like the Clone Wars and
yeah, like Clone Wars and Rebels. And it's not that they're bad. They're they're good. I just can't really get into them, like the animation style and stuff. It just kind of takes me out of it.
yeah. And if I was a fan of it, I would also be in that same, but strictly be the movies and maybe the TV shows. And because Star Wars started out as live action, so it to me that would be like turning John Wick into a cartoon.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the hell? What is this? This isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't canon.
Yeah, I like the live action stuff.
Yeah,
I know that Star Wars is complicated in that it's like the whole story is not just movie inclusive. Like if I know, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like a certain movie or two, like you have to read the comics to like actually like understand before you get into it. And it's like, all right,
a
now I have
couple
to read.
they do they have like lead-in comics and stories for someone. Like I know Rogue One, which was their first kind of like spin-off movie that they did, had a book that like led into it. I never read the book or anything like I don't do the extended stuff, you know, like I'm a movie guy, so I just go in for the movies and TV.
yeah.
And as long as I can understand them, I'll be fine. But yeah, I really like the original Star Wars stuff. Like when it's like the relationship with Luke and Vader and the downfall of Anakin, all that stuff I love. Everything else is just kind of take it or leave it, but I enjoy some of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really want to get into like the movies just because, you know, it's a franchise. I'm not a big franchisee, but it's one that I'm like, ooh, I like space.
I like space.
I like space.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that where it's like, even though it's extended, it's still canon. So it's like if you really want to show you care, then you have to watch the TV shows, then you have to read, and it's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, like one of the concerns I have coming up is there's a show called Ahsoka coming up on Disney Plus, which is going to be a Star Wars show, but she's from the Clone Wars cartoon and the Rebels series. So I'm like, is this going to be a show for me, or am I just going to be completely lost because they're going to continue stuff from the cartoon that I'm not going to?
Is it live action?
Know about? It is live action, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Mizzy can't do the paper cuts either. Baby Driver's an amazing movie. Yep,
Love that
absolutely.
movie.
Unfortunately, Kevin Spacey's in it, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. We watched Seven for the first time ever, and I
Ooh.
totally. Have you seen Seven?
I love Seven.
Yeah, I had no clue Kevin Spacey's a dude.
Oh, really?
So when he showed up, I was like, oh, this is perfect casting.
No, it was like a jump scare. That like scene.
Well, that's my favorite scene from the movie. Like I'm lukewarm on the movie. Like to me, it's okay. Like, but like when he comes in and he's like, Lieutenant, Like I was like, damn, this is
Into the police station.
yeah.
Yoey.
Yeah, this is scary. Saw Dawn of the Dead remake 7 times. Good Lord, movie collector.
He doesn't like it that much.
Shit. Dawn of the Dead is great. Can't wait for the 4K in a couple of weeks. Cool. The Dead is great. We'll be picking up the 4K at the end of the month. Yeah, do you have like a favorite label? Like a peak label that releases movies?
Not really.
Like
I'm not that
Criterion,
in-depth.
Arrow, Scream Factory, stuff like that.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Like you've never heard of Criterion?
I've heard of Criterion. I've heard of Shout Factory because
Yep,
I did
and
Bill
then-
and Ted Blu-rays.
Yeah, so
So-
Shout Factory, like the like what is it called? The subsidiary?
Subsidiary.
Whatever.
Subsidiary.
Yes, that thing. Scream Factory. So that's probably what's going to be releasing Dawn is most likely, I feel like Scream Factory.
Oh, cool.
But you don't mess around with the boutique stuff.
Nah, I just kind of find them in the store and buy them.
Gotcha. Laren says A New Hope is my favorite.
Can't argue with
I've
that.
seen it one too many times.
Holy moly, we got mouse tracks. Josh popping up in here, of course,
Wow.
because it's Disney talk. But hey, we'll take it. A New
didn't
Hope
know
is
that.
the one.
I've seen A New Hope so many times, and I don't even know why. I think it's just kind of happened. I'm not even that big of a fan of it.
Yeah, like I honestly, I feel like I've peaked because I saw The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, that is
So-
the peak.
That's the peak, right? Like it's kind of all downhill from there.
I
in
mean, you
one
might
way.
have fun with some of the prequel stuff. Like, have you seen Revenge of the Sith or anything like that?
No, quite literally 4 and 5. That's it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a live action cartoon with the prequels, but there's some fun stuff in there.
Cool. Haley, what's your favorite Star Wars character?
I might have to go with R2D2. I also have a pop of him, R2D2.
There you go. Yeah.
But I don't know, he's just a little goober to me. Like I love the little goober characters. That's why I like the Tree Man. And I haven't even seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I just like this, and you go.
So
all
then,
he does is
so,
go. Beep,
wait,
boop,
so then
boop.
why isn't Yoda your favorite?
Well,
He's kind of goobery.
he is kind of goobery, but like R2D2 just goes beep, beep, boop.
Like, I don't know. I think Yoda would be a goofy goober fan.
Yeah, a little bit, little. No, that's not what I mean when I say goober.
I know, but I'm just tying in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie
SpongeBob
for-
reference, nice.
No, like
Come on, let's all sing it. I'm a goofy goober.
Goober,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're a goofy goober.
yeah.
no, like, he just goes like beep, beep, boop, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep.
he is funny.
And-
So then you probably like what, BB-8?
Yeah, he is a little guy. I don't have a pop of him though, but my
He's
R2 pop
adorable.
is somewhere.
Do you
Yeah.
collect Funkos, Zach?
Not very strongly. I'll get them in like Christmas gifts and stuff, and I like them, but I don't have a very big collection. I've got some down here. More Spider-Man, believe it or
You-
not.
Do you care to show, or are you unable to reach?
I got a couple. Just a couple things fell. That's from Spider-Man Homecoming. I believe
Nice.
so, yeah. And let's see what else I got. Oh, I have some figures on top of them. I'm just gonna knock them over. Got Baby Driver.
Yes,
Ooh.
dude. That's
Little
actually
dusty.
a pretty pricey one.
Yeah, I love that one. I got a couple Marty McFlys.
Okay.
Nice.
Got a couple. This is Peter Parker, Spider-Man again.
Peter.
That's
Tom
also
Holland.
Homecoming. This is kind of cool. If I can get at them.
You know what? I should have gone with a Back to the Future background now that I think about it, because I know
Got
Back to the
Bill
Future.
and Ted.
No, those are pretty pricey.
I don't know if you guys have seen Bill and Ted. I love Bill and
Oh
Ted.
yeah.
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 Most
And-
excellent.
Come along, guys.
Damn
Terry,
you!
Marvin, Kevin.
Damn you!
Definitely got these for Christmas.
I love those.
Yeah, that's some of the best ones I've got. I do
Ah.
have Marty McFly in the DeLorean right here. I don't know if you can see it with the mic. I had to
Out
take
of
him out of the
box.
package.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a cool one.
And then I got Jurassic Park. Love it. I just love the Jeep. I love having the Jeep. Yeah, but I don't have too many, to be honest.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's saying hey to Mouse Tracks because let's see here. Ashoka is going to be Ahsoka is sick. It's a samurai story.
Yep. Yeah. I hope I can like it. I hope they don't leave me behind because I haven't stuck up with her or kept up with her story. But
gotcha. Vinicio is a goofy goober.
Goofy, yeah.
Yeah, Vinicio, you strike me as a goofy goober.
You are a bit of a goober.
Yep, I see it. I love unboxing Funkos. Wink, wink. Oh, Josh.
I just love the way they look. Like they're kind of like perfectly displayed in the box. And they do great artwork on the box too.
Yeah, well, this is like a jab right here, because him and I, like a long time ago, him and I had a I guess you could say a feud over because I actually know Josh in real life, but he always takes his out of the box, I guess, for space and stuff like that. So I'm an inbox collector; he's out of box. So.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know. When you take them out of the box, I mean, you kind of have to find, like, you can't stack them on top of each other, you know? You have to find, like, individual places to put people.
There's pros and cons to both. Yeah, there's not a good in-between yet for Funko. It's sort of, if you keep them in the boxes, you're going to run out of space a lot faster.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love Bill and Ted. Oh, yeah, Bill and Ted. Nice. Yep.
Yeah. Bogus Journey's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I love Bogus Journey.
That's not a popular opinion.
No, I don't care.
No.
I love it.
It's usually either the. Oh, I know why he's calling, because he wants to talk about The Last of Us. My buddy Mikey, shout out to Mikey on the. Oh, let me not put his phone number on there.
Yeah.
But
there's a glare.
He's been on the channel before, and he's probably calling me to talk about Last of Us.
That's funny. You got to call 2 streams in a row.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me.
What was I saying? Something about Bill and Ted?
Bogus Journey.
Yeah, I love Bogus Journey. You said that's a
yes, that's right. I kind of feel like that's the one that everyone does really like a lot. It's either the first or the newest one. I feel like a lot of people liked. Face the Music.
Yeah, I mean, I like them all, but I just like, I find the humor in the fact that they're so joyous and optimistic about everything, even about going to hell and dying. I find that so much, like when they're in hell, it's so funny to me. It's like the way they're talking to the devil and everything. Like, all right, thanks, man. Like, I crack up. I love it.
Well, there you go. We haven't seen Face the Music, so what did you think of the new Bill and Ted?
I thought it was okay. I thought I was kind of disappointed in it, because they bring in their daughters and they kind of give a lot of screen time to their daughters, and I feel like Bill and Ted's storyline kind of got a little bit sidetracked at times because they were focusing on the daughter's storyline, and it was kind of reminiscent and almost like a rehash of the first movie with the daughters. So I just wanted to get to Bill and Ted and what they were doing a lot of the time, and I find the ending unsatisfying and kind of abrupt. Yeah. Like it's the most abrupt credits start I've ever witnessed in a movie. It's like when the credits come on, I'm like, whoa, what? We're done? Okay, then.
Gotcha.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah. I didn't like that very much at all. But it's still a passable movie for me. It's my least favorite of the trilogy, but I still like it.
Plus, it kind of struck me as sort of similar to like Dumb and Dumber 2, where it's sort of like that time is come and gone. So why
it wasn't as bad as Dumb and Dumber 2, though.
But it's sort of that similar thing where it's like it's been years since the last movie, and it's like, why are we getting a sequel now? It's sort of like, isn't that like, shouldn't this have been done 10 years prior?
I think it definitely probably would have benefited from doing so, but it does have a really interesting concept with the fact that they haven't written the greatest song in the world yet, and they're trying to, and they're running out of time to do so. Like, I like the concept of it, whereas with Dumb and Dumber 2, it just kind of felt like they lost the essence of who the characters were. Because if you watch the first Dumb and Dumber, like Lloyd and Harry, they're idiots, but their hearts are usually always in the right place with what they're doing. They just mess up and they're imbeciles. Whereas in Dumb and Dumber 2, it always felt like what they were doing came from a mean-spirited place. And they just acted more childish, and they were like almost in their 60s at that point, so it made it more sad. Whereas Bill and Ted, I feel like they kept the essence of the characters intact in the third movie.
Beardless Keanu.
Oh, but speaking of beard, Speaking of beard, like that's how Dumb and Dumber 2 opens. Like Jim Carrey's character has been like in a mental institution for 20 years and he has a beard, but it's a fake it's a fake beard. It's not a real beard. And he's been like waiting or something for Jeff Daniels' character to like show up, and he like takes the beard off or something. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like he acts like he's like an invalid or something. And then Jeff Daniels comes along and like says hi to him and he's like, "Gotcha."
But for 20 years, Harry's been like taking care of him and coming there every week and like cleaning out his diapers and everything.
And he's like, "Wait, hold on, Harry. Gag. Did you just play a 20-year-old gag on me?" And he's like, "You bet I did." It is stupid. It's
and then he proceeds to rip out his catheter as the credits come on, and that's the beginning of Dumb and Dumber 2.
Pee hole.
Useless.
Yeah.
That movie had its moments, but overall, it was kind of about it.
I love SpongeBob. I want to watch Vinicio watching SpongeBob. This dude is like tatted up to the nines.
I watched him. You had him on the live stream the other day,
yeah,
right?
So you know what he looks like. Can you imagine him watching SpongeBob?
It's kind of a funny image.
Benicio, you strike me as like if I was like to like put like a character, you're Dennis from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. You're the Alec Baldwin character from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I'm looking for SpongeBob.
That's great.
Get out of my way.
Sesame seed.
Yeah, right. God, that's great. Same here. I love Bogus more. Oh wow, look at there you go.
Station.
I think I like Bogus Journey just a bit more than the other two.
All right. Station.
Face the Music is okay. Love Samara Weaving though. Yeah, the sequels to comedies that are 15 to 20 years aren't usually great. Yeah, well, it's like the time is come and gone, and you're just kind of doing it because well, Hollywood's out of ideas. So let's go back here and revisit the past time. Okay, so look, there he is, the guy that was calling me. There he is. The beanies look cozy. Hope you guys are having an awesome night. Well, we are now that you're here, Mikey. And like I said 10 minutes ago, I said you're probably calling me to talk about The Last of Us, right? So haven't watched it yet. Have not watched it yet. I was working all day and then have the show tonight. So probably going to watch it tomorrow. So no spoilers, Mikey. No spoilers. I love how Laren remembers everybody.
Yeah, literally.
Laren remembers everybody.
Laren welcomes everybody.
I love Laren. That's why Dumb and Dumber 2 flopped. Yeah. Watch season 4 of SpongeBob. That was the peak, in my humble opinion.
A fun fact to
tell
those
you
who
what
don't
seasons.
know.
Yeah, no, me neither, really.
I just stopped watching it eventually when I hit my teens. Well, I stopped watching it like as much. Like I'll still throw on an episode every now and again, but I do like the earlier stuff.
Well, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was meant to be the finale.
It was.
I heard that, yeah. And the end of the movie does kind of feel that way.
Yeah,
it does feel like it ends in the finale way.
Yeah, and then from that point on, it just kept going, and that's when Steven Hillenburg kind of dropped off, right?
Well, he stepped down.
Yeah,
but he still produced it.
Yeah,
and I think he wrote here and there. But to those who don't know,
and now he hasn't written a thing in quite some time.
Stop. Stop.
Well, hold on. My bad.
That was kind of funny in a dark way.
Yeah, right? Come on, some dark humor. Gallows humor.
You keep interrupting me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said for those who don't know, that's very 2004 SpongeBob movie, the one that was supposed to be the finale. I can recite the entirety of it from memory.
Yes, that's your favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie of all time.
Yep.
That's very impressive.
A whole hour and a half. And I've only done it once to somebody who's willing to listen. And yes, it did take over an hour and a half.
Hey, look, it's the guy that introduced me to you.
Hey, Luke, what's going on, man?
Yeah, Luke, what the hell? Why are you late? No, it's okay. We were late too, so it's all good.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's all good. Everybody's late tonight, so it's all good.
Hypocrite.
But Zach wasn't. Zach was on time.
Yep, I was here. I'm never on time for anything, but I was on time for this.
It'd be like another Home Alone with Macaulay and Pesci. The ship has sailed. Honestly, though,
well,
I would probably crap my pants if they announced another Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern.
don't say that.
I would probably like it could be the worst thing of all time, and I would be so pumped for it.
I think there's something you could do with that. That would be a lot of fun.
There is endless possibilities of what you could do with that. And someone asked Joe Pesci recently about another Home Alone, and he's like, I think that kind of like what Josh is saying here, like the ship has sailed or something like that.
Macaulay would never do it.
Why?
He's done. He's kind of, when you have you ever seen interviews with him where he kind of talks like he's done with Home Alone. Like he's not really looking.
But then he did that commercial for Google.
That's true. He did do that commercial for Google.
So I feel like if you give him this stuff talks, man. This stuff talks.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't see him wanting to go back to that.
And the sad thing is pretty much everybody that from like the creative team in front of the camera and behind the camera is still kicking. I mean, Chris Columbus is still around. So get him to direct, get John Williams to score the damn thing again. Cause he just said recently he's not actually retiring after Indy 5. So get him to come back. Get Catherine O'Hara to come back as the mom. She's still alive. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the dad died, but
she's still acting.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody is like
Violent Night.
Everybody's still kicking. No. That's not her from Violent Night. That's the woman from Christmas Vacation.
You're right. Wrong Christmas mom.
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, get her to come back. Get everybody to come back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it's got to be better than Home Sweet Home Alone.
Hell yeah. And get then John, but Jews died. So yeah, you'd have to get a good writer. I don't know. I hope so. Before my time comes, I get another Home Alone with Macaulay. Any Puss in Boots fans here? Not really. I don't know.
Did you guys see the new one?
No.
I just watched it last night with my family. It was great.
God, I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this.
Do you like the Shrek films?
1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Then I think you'd like The Last Wish.
Damn it. Yeah, like I keep hearing this, like it's the second of Christ.
It's really clever. And it's really fun. The way they play, like they do the thing that you love from Shrek. They play with the fairy tale characters in a very creative way that makes sense and brings a new kind of like fresh take on them.
Wow.
But I want Shrek.
I can't promise you'll get Shrek. You'll get like 2 seconds of Shrek. I'll say that. But
there you go.
It's not a big deal either in the movie. It's just kind of like a flashback kind of thing. But it's like, oh.
But did Mike Myers record new audio, or is it like archival?
There's no speaking in it.
Oh, it's not speaking.
Or like in that part of the movie they don't speak.
Gotcha. Okay. Benicio apparently liked it.
It's fun.
Tony apparently liked it.
Why?
I'm gonna rewatch Amsterdam in a bit to see how well it holds up upon a rewatch. I know freaking Luke's like Puss in Boots. If they did another Home Alone, it'll be another Bill and Ted. Sorry, not sorry.
The tricky thing is what would you do? Right? Because the go-to thing is like, oh, it's Kevin's kids.
That is the go-to thing.
But do you want that? But like,
I said, like, it would just be funny if it was like, you had Kevin, Macaulay Culkin, and like his kids and, his mother and, Buzz and the siblings or whatever.
Yeah, but Buzz now is like he's been like charged with like sexual misconduct.
That sucks anyways.
So he's like a predator in real life.
That's not right. So like the cousins, the siblings, whatever. So they're all planning on going, away again, but they somehow end up leaving an adult Macaulay Culkin home alone.
I don't want to see that.
But that's how you get
the problem too, right? It's like, who cares? He's an adult man now.
That's just pathetic. at that
That's the
point.
fun. That's the funny. That's why it would be like a satire.
No, I don't know if I
But
could
this
do
time
that.
it's not they forgot him. He literally hid from them so he didn't have to go with his family. He just wants to get some peace and
Something.
quiet.
Like he was like, or they left him in the attic or something, and
They
like,
left him in the attic.
and like for some reason he doesn't have a car, so he's like, well, I don't know. It'd be like there's no rhyme or reason behind it. It's just the fact that it's like you have to laugh at him. Like it's self-aware. Like the movies should be self-aware.
Him
And
and
then
his
it's
wife
rated
get into a fight, and he gets kicked out of the house and stays in a motel, and that's what Marv and Harry are trying to rob.
There you
Oh,
go.
Just
Yeah.
bird.
Well, then see the Macaulay thing is not the hard justification here. For me, it's the wet bandits. It's like, why are these guys still doing this shit? Have they not learned after 2 times? Have they not learned? But then you could play it like. But then you could
What
play
if
it like.
you,
They're the old bandits.
Well, no, but you play it like because they got whacked in the head so many times in those movies, like they almost have like brain damage, and they almost don't even like remember who he is, and they don't remember getting into those shenanigans. So it's almost instinctual to just go back to the banditing stuff.
That's all they knew.
Yeah.
I don't
What if
know.
you like flipped it and like Kevin
Always a robber.
got this career as like a caretaker, and he takes care of an old Harry and Marv and just like messes with them as like a
Okay.
revenge thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Like are Marv and Harry like in like a retirement home kind of thing?
Yeah, and he's a caretaker, and he's been assigned to Marv and Harry. They don't know who he is, but he
Because of the brain-
remembers them.
Because of the
And he
brain
just
damage.
like messes with them. I don't know. It would have to be something completely different from what Home Alone is, and that's the tricky thing.
That's the tricky thing. But then Home Alone 2 did a literal copy and paste, and everyone loved that shit. So
That's true. That's true. But they did change the location. They did.
they did give us Tim
Yeah.
Curry and Rob Schneider.
A
and-
shot-for-shot remake of Home Alone 1, but they're older
Yeah. Oh,
There could be
oh,
some
oh,
fun in that.
for this new one.
for
this
the new one. Just have it be a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, it's probably never gonna happen, but a guy can
Probably
wish.
for the
Like,
best too.
probably for the best, yeah. Joe Pesci, kind of older now. I don't know what they break into Kevin's kid's house.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
What's a film that really did not hold up upon a rewatch? Oh, for me, like I actually just mentioned it earlier, since we're going to be getting ready for this Adam Sandler stream. Reign Over Me. I loved it upon the first watch, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, wow, this movie's actually not. It's actually kind of boring. It's actually like really not that like it's
Yeah,
not.
you hyped it up to me, and then we watched it, and then
Well, because Adam Sandler's really different in that movie, and he's with like losing his family because of September 11th, and it's like okay, but then you rewatch it and you're like, wow, this is not fun. This really isn't fun. So I'm going Reign Over Me.
I'll go Rambo: Last Blood.
Really?
It's not even a great movie when I first watched it, but I remember having fun with it, especially like that last 20 minutes. In the theater, I just kind of left like jazzed, like it was like the best part. And then I watched it recently, and I just can't really get through it. It's just kind of not what Rambo is to me. I
Okay.
didn't think it held up very well.
I do like though how they bookended. So the first one is First Blood, and then the second one is, or the last one is Last Blood. I like that kind of bookend kind of thing.
I do like that too, but the way they ended it as a whole is kind of dissatisfying.
Okay. What about you? A movie that didn't hold up on a rewatch?
I'd have to look at my letterbox.
You can't think of something right now.
Mm.
Let's see. He also says I saw Puss in Boots for a second time last week. It's so freaking good. Damn,
Yeah.
Luke.
It's good. My family just rented it at the home video release. It was on, I think, Amazon. So
Okay.
I didn't go to the theater, but still, it played great. It was so much fun.
Plane this weekend. You have a Gerard Butler. I'm not looking forward to Plane.
Lame.
I got sick, so I didn't see it, but I was looking not forward to it, but I was planning on seeing it. It just didn't work out.
I'm trying to think. What's the next movie that's coming out that we're both really hyped for?
Can't answer that one. I was gonna
I wanna-
Mario movie.
No. I want to say it's Knock at the Cabin,
With M. Night Shyamalan?
the next M. Night Shyamalan movie. Are you a big Shyamalan fan?
What?
He's such a hit and miss. But
Yeah, he is.
overall, I land on the fan side. You know,
you're
like I
excited
really
for
like
Knock at the
Sixth
Cabin?
Sense and Unbreakable, Signs,
Old?
The
Did you see
Village.
Old?
I even like. Like there's just too much that I like as opposed to what I dislike from him.
Did you see Old?
Not yet. I'm actually going through my Shyamalan movies at the moment so I can catch up before Knock at the Cabin.
Okay.
And Old is one of those that I need to see.
Cool.
That you're not excited for Cocaine Bear.
Not really, no. Like everyone's like losing their mind over Cocaine Bear, but I'm really not.
I was making...
It looks so ridiculous. I'm pretty excited about it. It's probably gonna let me down, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
I have no
neither.
words. What
And,
we saw.
what? It's Elizabeth Banks directing, right?
Yep.
What's coming out this year?
I'm pretty sure the next one we're both gonna really want to go see is Knock at the Cabin.
When does that come out?
I want to
I
say
think
either
that's next
February or February, right?
Oh, because
Yeah,
then
I believe
if
that's
anything-
next month.
Oh, okay. That comes before John Wick. So.
Yeah. Apparently loves Reign Over. Yeah, but okay. Well, I love Reign Over Me too, Vinicio. But have you rewatched it? Like, have you seen it again? Because I don't think it holds up on a rewatch. Doesn't mean I don't love it. I just don't think it's the most rewatchable movie. Wow, Ed doesn't like another film. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just it didn't hold up on a rewatch. Sorry, can't stand Little Nicky. Ooh, Little Nicky.
That's a rough one.
He kind of dish. He kind of talks like dish. Because he got hit in the face with a shovel. No,
Good.
nothing. Okay. Okay. In the newest Home Alone, they show you a security system labeled McAllister Security Systems. So Harry and Marv's kids actually invent one, and it's a battle of security systems influenced on traps.
Harry and Marv's kids?
Someone had sex with Harry and Marv.
Yeah, the pigeon lady after they got out of jail.
It's the pigeon lady. Pigeon lady's the mom. Woo! Pigeon lady.
Kill me. Somebody kill me.
Oh my god.
There's your sequel.
There we go. Yeah, though, that's where I went to. Someone actually fornicated Harry and Marv. Oh my god. Although I guess maybe Joe Pesci, I guess he's somewhat attractive, but Daniel Stern?
I don't know. I like
Daniel
tall,
Stern?
I
That
don't know,
guy?
I kind of have a thing for tall and lanky.
He's
people.
got charm.
Yeah, but Daniel Stern? I don't know. Yeah, but remember in Home Alone 2, he goes up to that woman and she keeps slapping him.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think he flies well with the ladies, is all I'm saying. Like he tries to be charming, like, hey, and he gets whacked in the face. So what upcoming movie are you guys excited to see? Knock at the Cabin. Like I am anytime, literally, you could just tell me M. Night Shyamalan filmed a Jackass movie and it's just like endless amounts of poop jokes. And I am through the roof excited because somehow he's gonna put a twist on shit.
Yeah, in this month I'd go with Missing. Comes out on the 20th.
Like
That's
the sequel to Searching, or
yeah, sequel, spinoff, whatever it is. I liked Searching, so I'm interested in seeing Missing.
I do
And-
want to see that. I do want to see that.
I don't know what
I
that
want to see
is.
that. Yep.
And then February I gotta go Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's about as soon as I can think of right now.
Okay. Now I wonder. I don't think you have to have seen Searching for Missing, right?
Probably not. I think you probably like, it's the same concept with the way that it's done, like all through the
Okay.
computers and phone screens. But I don't think there's going to be any connection to the first film. Looks like a
Cool.
completely new story.
Cool.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
And actually,
No.
my Best Buy just got like they restocked all new movies, and they actually have Searching there for like I think $7. So
Nice.
might have to go pick it up.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I actually understood a movie y'all were talking about.
Searching's
All
kind
right.
of fun. You might like it. It's like a mystery kidnapping kind of story.
And it's the guy that plays either Harold or Kumar, right?
I can't remember his name, yeah, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. What's a movie?
Again, I don't know.
Okay, well, this is for you, Luke. What's a movie you feel you need to turn off your brain to enjoy?
Are you looking at me?
Yeah, start. Yeah, because you feel left out, so we're starting with you.
Oh. Killer Clowns.
Killer Clown. Wow, wow,
Or the Blob.
wow.
Ooh, the Blob. You can't think when it comes to the Blob. Either one. I mean, I like the older one better, but that one I could just turn my brain off and I can laugh at
Zach
the silly
doesn't
part.
strike me as having those. Have you?
No.
Nope.
But beware of the blob, it creeps and
Yeah.
glides and
I
slides.
think
But it
you would
sounds fun.
enjoy- I think you would enjoy Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's had a big resurgence recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, look at the blanket she's rocking right here.
Is it like campy horror? It sounds campy.
It is super campy. Yeah, it's really campy.
I'd be fine with that then.
I can't get a good shot.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make this full screen so you can get a shot of this blanket here. Yeah, there's one of the clowns.
Oh, nice.
They're clowns from outer space.
I also feel like that goes for a great majority of like monster horror, like the 30s, 40s, 50s, like anything that is like King Kong, like the original King Kong, that's very obviously like a puppet.
That's pretty fun.
If you go into it thinking that's a puppet, I know that's a puppet. I could see it's a puppet. You're not gonna have a fun time. You turn your brain off and go hee hee monkey. It's gonna be a good time.
It is kind of fun seeing those giant monkey puppet hands come and grab people. I enjoy that a lot. Stomping on people. That was a fun movie.
Yeah, and the blob, that's literally just like a big goo, and it's it's so funny.
Oh my god. I did not know it comes out that soon. That's really soon.
February
Knock at
3rd.
the Cabin. Knock at the Cabin.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You're hyped.
I am hyped. I don't know why more people honestly, I feel like M. Night Shyamalan is ahead of his time. Like, I feel like he's underappreciated in the time he's living right now.
Are we gonna watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie tonight?
No.
What are we watching?
Because I had another idea for something to watch tonight. But
What are we watching?
What's your favorite M. Night movie?
it's actually old.
Really?
All right.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know it topped all the others.
Yeah. It's old, and then in just by a centimeter is The Happening.
The Happening. I've never
Yeah.
seen that. I'm thinking of doing a reaction to it on my channel closer to when Knock at the
You
Cabin
are
comes
in
out.
for one heck of a ride, my friend.
That's what I've heard.
And here, look, it's like every stream you get an eyelash. Cool. Yeah, The Happening. Oh my god, The Happening is so good. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should watch The Happening tonight.
All right. I mean,
Because last night we watched Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage. It's that movie.
Terrible
It's that
movie.
movie where like parents start killing their kids for no apparent reason.
Right. My
Yeah,
friend was
it's
really
a-
into that movie. He showed
And
me
I-
some
well-
clips of it.
Yeah, the whole movie, I was thinking this is basically just The Happening, but they don't kill themselves. They kill other people. Because The Happening, there's something in the air that makes you kill yourself if you breathe it in. So
that is certainly a movie plot.
I'm telling you, that's one of the best things about M. Night Shyamalan. You can summarize his movies in one line, and I think that's incredible if you can do that. If you can just say, this is what the movie's about. Old. They're on a beach. They're rapidly aging. They don't know why. Hey, I'm
The
in.
Village was kind of underrated. Oh, not The Village. The Visit was underrated of his.
The Visit, The Visit we really enjoyed, right?
I had a good time with it. It's not my favorite, but I mean, it's memorable.
It's one of the better found footage movies, too.
Oh, I totally forgot it was found.
Yeah, it
footage.
was found footage.
And sometimes his twists, they kind of overdo it. I felt like the twist in The Visit made a lot of sense and made it even creepier.
Yeah, it did. And honestly, I'm so dumb. I don't ever see any of these things coming. Like,
No?
I never see a twist coming. And I'm always like, whoa!
Yeah, I'm never looking for it. Like I don't try to figure out the movie when I'm watching a movie very often. So
Wow.
I just let it take me by surprise.
Oh my God. I'm so hyped for Knock at the Cabin. I've watched it maybe 10 times in my life. I love it. Reign Over Me, you've watched 10 times.
That's depressing. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Vinicio.
God, Vinicio, how could you do that? I don't understand how you could do it. It's such a boring movie. Elizabeth Banks is directing Cocaine Bear, so I'm less excited for it. She's a terrible director.
I don't know what she's done.
She's done
I
the
only know
Pitch
she's done
movies.
Pitch Perfect 2, yeah.
Yeah, the Pitch
Which
Perfect
wasn't
movie.
great.
Ew.
For me, Knock at the Cabin, Scream 6, and John Wick 4. how sad is it? Even though Knock at the Cabin technically isn't, but Knock at the Cabin is the most original thing out of anything that you just listed right there. Like,
oh, dude, this year is crazy for franchises. Like,
it's crazy, and it also depresses me because it's like,
yeah,
man, it's all it is sequels, prequels, requels. That's all it is. But Knock at the Cabin is the most original, even though it's based on a book. So,
well, I mean, Old was based on a
book too. Yeah.
well, not a book, like a graphic novel, short graphic.
Here, okay, Mikey is so interesting when it comes to movies. I respect M. Night as a creator. He's accomplished some really cool things, but I've noticed he does this strange thing with his writing where he will give a character a profession, and then that character is almost a stereotype of their job or archetype. It's like the mathematician in The Happening or the therapist in Old.
Yes.
Yes.
that's a good observation.
Yes.
Yep. Well, I mean, Mikey, remember when we watched The Happening? I watched The Happening with Mikey, and it's one of my favorite movie experiences because we were just bawling laughing at how dumb it is. At how dumb it is.
That's what I've heard, and that's why I think it'll make a good reaction.
Yeah, no, dude, I can't wait to see it. Like, are you going to put it on your channel?
Yeah, like if I get around to doing it, I will. I have plans to. Now that I know that Knock at the Cabin comes out February 3rd, I gotta get on that pretty quick. Actually.
Yeah, man, you gotta break that algorithm again. Let's see here, Mizzy, we should go see Knock at the Cabin. Absolutely, please go support M. Night Shyamalan. Searching was pretty good overall. Hey, it's Vin over at Hard Copy. What's going on, brother? Knock at the Cabin, I'm pumped for solely because I read the Tremblay novel recently. Great book. Looking forward to Bew is Afraid because of Ari Aster. Yeah, that new movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh.
I would not know how to read that. I was like Haley. I'm lost.
Haley looks lost in the entire chat.
Yeah.
That's her character. The character that looks lost.
Yeah, like the only thing that goes on like in my brain is like TV static and then like various like beeps and boops.
TV static followed by beeps and boops.
Like beep beep boop 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 beep.
Like R2D2? That's why he's your favorite?
No, wait. I'll show you what goes on in my head.
This is what goes on in her head. She's going to show it. While she's getting that. Beast is a movie that you need to turn your brain off and sit back and watch. Oh, yeah, that Idris Elba movie.
This is
Especially near
the
the
noise
end.
that goes on in my head.
Hold on. Full screen. Here we go. This is what goes on in Haley's head. There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh my goodness.
That's what goes on in my head.
Rubber chicken noises.
Yeah, on my bag, I have a chicken keychain, little guy. He's there all the time.
Yeah. He provides comedic relief when most needed.
Awesome.
Killer Clowns is in my top 10 horror of all time.
As it should be.
I'm just pushing you, Vinicio. I know but you did right, Killer Clowns. So
Clowns from outer space.
I read what I see. Ooh, the Resident Evil movies, I love them, but you got to turn your brain off and don't think.
Yeah.
Yep. Zach, turn your brain off when you watch The Happening.
Okay, will do.
I'm skeptical about Knock at the Cabin. I am. That one trailer, and that's all I've seen, has sold me.
I don't remember the trailer, and I think that's for the best.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even like weirded out that Dave Bautista's in the thing. Like,
why is he there?
Like that, like normally would bother me. Like if The Rock was in it, I'd be like, why the hell is The Rock here? But like, it's Dave Bautista, and I haven't seen him in anything. So, because I don't watch Guardians. So,
yeah.
He looks like a goober.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about Knock at the Cabin that it might not end satisfyingly because it's such an interesting concept from the trailers that I've seen. Like, you know, every time at this cabin, someone has to sacrifice because the world's gonna end and you have to stop it. But I don't know, like if he's gonna try and pull out some kind of big reveal or twist at the end, that's what makes me nervous about it.
Yeah. He's either gonna land it or He's gonna crash the plane terribly. And
Yeah,
personally, for me, he lands more than he crashes.
I would agree.
The happening needs a live stream. All right, Vin, if you're in, man. I mean, at some point we'll probably do a happening watch along. So the problem with M. Night's movies are good on first watch, but then are less on a rewatch based on the fact since you know the twist. It's not as fun. I actually like rewatching and knowing the twist because then I can look for maybe clues to lead towards the twist. And I think Old actually really applies there. I won't spoil anything, but when you first see it, you're like, okay, all right, that's a cool twist. And then if you rewatch it, you're like, that's a really cool twist.
Yeah, like actually they've been telling me the whole time.
Yeah, that's a really cool twist.
Definitely the best with The Sixth Sense, I think.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense. That's like one of the primals of a plot twist. The Happening, Ed, what the hell? Not Sixth Sense, Unbreakable. Number 3 is Unbreakable. Number 3 is Unbreakable.
What do you think of Split and Glass? Where do those land for you?
I saw Split. I haven't seen Glass.
Ooh, I really want to see Split.
Split was actually a really surprising thing because I saw it in the theater, so I had no clue it was going to tie into Unbreakable.
Same.
And that was like that. I mean, that's the twist right there. That this is all connected to Unbreakable, and it's just like,
yeah. When you see Bruce Willis at the diner, it's like,
I love you, M. Night Shyamalan. I love you. And Split is actually, this is such a cool term. Split has been labeled the first stealth sequel.
What is that?
Because no one knew it was a sequel.
Interesting. Yeah, he nothing about that came out.
No one knew about it, and it's now officially known as the first stealth sequel. So M. Night, that's what I'm saying. He is so far ahead of his time, and like we're all pooping on him. And I just don't get it. I enjoyed Old. It's flawed. What movie isn't flawed? Old wasn't bad, but it does have a few issues.
Our movie theater had a few issues during Old.
The movie we were like the projector screen kept like stalling or something.
Like it was the equivalent of having a scratch in your disc.
Yeah.
Watching.
Oh really? Oh, that's so annoying.
They came in and they rewound it like maybe 5 minutes. So we had to keep watching the same 5 minutes 3 or 4 times. I was like, okay, I get it. I know what happens here. Can we move on?
I remember exactly what part it was too.
Yeah, me too.
They were sitting around a fire.
Yep. Indiana Jones is like the best movie series. I disagree, but all right, Eric.
I
do really like them.
Watching that together is a cherished memory of mine. Good times. Yeah, right back at you, Mikey. That was such a good time, dude. Watching that with you and Drive with Ryan Gosling, that's a great experience as well. Wait, hold on. It just went up. Whoa, what the hell just happened here? Oh, here it is. I thought Smile was a good original movie. Did you see Smile, Zach?
No,
Yeah,
I did not go see that. I might do a reaction to it this Halloween because I did some reactions to horror movies last Halloween and they did pretty decently. So
yeah,
that might be a good one to do, but I did not go out to see it. No.
Okay. The Rubber Chicken's timeless.
Thank you.
Rubber Chicken.
Thank you. Thank you. It was the best money that he spent for me at Party City ever.
Did you check out Devotion with Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell?
Not yet. Want to though.
Count me in for The Happening. I'm ready to laugh my ass off. All right, Luke. It's official. If there ever is a Happening watch along, you are a part of it. Split is amazing. It absolutely is. The Village is a good rewatch. Haven't seen The Village, so no spoilers on The Village. The Happening would make an interesting watch along with a few people. Yeah, well, because it's just a dumb, good, fun time. That's all it is.
Of people killing themselves?
Yeah, to rip it apart. Yeah. Well, because it's funny when the people kill themselves. It's funny.
There's a quote.
I don't know. I don't know how else to like in The Happening when the people kill themselves. I tend to chuckle.
Somebody cut that out before we get canceled. Somebody.
Holy crap, Zach! We've gone over 2 hours. We like to kind of keep it around the 2 hour mark. So,
wow.
Yeah. Time flies when you're talking about The Happening and taints and
Marvin Harry's kids.
And
chicken.
Someone boning them and chicken noises and all this stuff. Did you see this conversation the way it went tonight? Did you see it happening in your head like this?
No, I can't say that I did, but I'm glad it did. It was great. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, right. Same back at you, man. Look, let's see here. Fans of something you need heat. You need heat in your home. We have heat in our home, Eric. The heck is wrong with you? We have heat in our home. So look, we appreciate you coming on here, man. This was a lot of fun. We're definitely going to get you back on for, definitely that Jim Carrey watch along, or not a watch along, the top 10.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gus, what the hell, Gus? We're ending the show, and you're now popping in? Come on. Thanks, Ed. Haley, Zach had a blast. Great chat. Yeah, right back at you. The hats. Oh, well, we wear beanies. It could be 100 degrees out, and I wear a beanie.
My hair doesn't look too good today.
That's what I was going to ask, Zach. How cold is it up where you are?
Oh, I actually don't know what the temperature is at the moment. We did have a lot of snow. The snow is melting away now, but now it's like wind cold. So it's pretty chilly. It's not as cold as it was when the snow was here, but I'm in like a colder part of Canada, so
jealous, man. Jealous. Wish I could experience snow. Mikey, I don't know what this is.
I
think he might have died.
Well.
And if that's the case, that's very unfortunate.
What, are you going to laugh? Are you going to laugh?
Glad I was able to come in. Great talking with y'all. Right back at you, Luke.
Yeah, Luke.
Right back at you. Thanks, Ed, Haley, and Zach. It was fun. Yes, please, if you're not already, go check out Zach's channel. It's linked down below. Click that ad. It takes you right over. Consider subscribing to the guy because he's got some good stuff on there. Love his personality. And
watch him react to Jackass.
Yeah. If for no other reason, go contribute to the 14K views that are on that video. So
thanks, guys.
This was fun. Thanks to all three of you. See you soon. Yes, before we go, we do want to let you know what's coming up here on the channel. So this Friday is the top 10 Adam Sandler live stream. Look at that. Look at Jack and Jill. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Don't look at it.
It's right there. Is it in my top 10? I don't know. I don't know
either.
I do love that movie though, Jack and Jill. So that's coming up on Friday. Then we got the 17th episode. Let me get rid of this ticker here real quick. We got the 17th episode of Fans of Something Live with Mika and Kira from Double Feature Podcast. So they'll be joining us. They're big horror fans, so it's going to be fun. And then we got Durant Cinema stopping by for a watch along of The Room. Have you seen The Room, Zach?
I have.
And
it's quite the experience.
It is quite a life-changing experience. Look at how happy Dave is right there.
It is a movie.
Look at him. God, he fits right in. It almost looks like a scene from the movie. Like you almost can't even tell. Like if his lighting was a little
not look
better,
Photoshop. No, that looks perfect.
Had his lighting been a little darker, he would have blended right.
Like Greg's looking right at him.
Yeah, he would have blended right in. Well, that's why I put him there. Yeah, so that's coming up. That's going to be a fun one. The Room watch along with Durant Cinema. So that's everything coming up. But we are obviously there's like going to be between now and Friday. So there's going to be a little bit of a break. We did our trilogy of episodes this weekend. So look forward to maybe a video or two between the week leading up to the Sandler stream. And Zach, what can people look forward to on your channel?
Oh man, movie reviews, lots coming out this year. Definitely planning on seeing a lot this year. More movie reactions are coming out. And Zach Milne Talks Live every Wednesday, whenever I can do it on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I'll be there. Talk about all the movies and movie news that's going on, and it's going to be a good time.
There you go. And last couple comments. It's still hot here in Texas. Oh, Canada.
No, oh, Canada.
Yeah, like, oh,
singing,
Canada?
No, that's like their
and
anthem or something.
What is that, the Leaf? Yeah,
like their anthem or something.
The Toronto Maple Leafs. Haley, I'm sure it's fine. You still haven't shaved Ed's beard.
Well, I'll do when he least expects it.
Zach, what do you think about the beard?
I like the beard, man. It suits you.
Hey,
I can't picture you without it.
Good episode. Oh, it was only good?
Yeah.
I am alive. That I was interpretive art. The audience can choose what it means. Was a reflection of the self, the idea of an unfinished expression, and the frustration that comes with, or was it a butt dial? This is why I love Mikey. He's philosophical, but then he can be comical as well.
You certainly are a person.
Good night, everyone. Also, Mikey, please let me know when you're coming up here. please let me
Yeah.
know. We're looking forward to it. It's cold in Minnesota. Oh yeah, Minnesota, don't you know? Minnesota, don't you know? All right, so Zach, just stick around. We'll do a formal goodbye once the stream's over. But
For sure.
we're heading off, everybody. We're gonna watch a movie. Zach's probably gonna watch a movie, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I got time for a movie. It's not
There
too
you
late
go.
here.
All right, there you go, Benicio. Amazing episode. My bad.
Yeah, take it
It's all
back.
good, brother. Love it. Love having you here, dude. Awesome episode is the better term. Good night, everyone. Peace out. Haley, stay awake next time. Oh, guys, you guys are great. We love you. We'll see you on Friday next live stream. But like I said, look forward to a video or two this coming week. And until we talk to you next time, keep being fans of something.